York City, 6 a.m. An out-of-control satellite radio show is being broadcasted to millions of Americans. At the controls, Greg Hughes, a father.
I am amazed it lasted this long.
Anthony Cumia, an alcoholic.
Holy mother of God.
And Jim Norton, a comedian.
There's no positives out of this thing, except for everybody's blood.
The three men make up the Opie and Anthony Show, a popular radio program known for its cringe style of entertainment and having very few limits.
Oh, my God. Okay, no, this is getting really intense now.
It starts funny and then gets very uncomfortable.
In the past, they have been accused of multiple FCC violations and have even gotten their show suspended from satellite radio.
You couldn't have picked a fucking more self-destructive show.
Yeah, crazier the better, yeah.
What are you, 19?
I'm 19.
Delicious.
You made Springer uncomfortable. Do you know how hard that is to do?
Thank God this show's on radio.
Everything you are about to hear is real. Real people, real excitement.
Hey, let's go fucking have a good time. What the fuck?
Get ready to experience the thrill of a lifetime. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Just sit back and enjoy the show.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Anthony. Happy birthday to you.
Wow, E-Rock.
Thanks, E-Rock.
Was that an audible?
Yeah.
Was that your big surprise today for everybody?
That was E-Rock's big surprise.
I didn't know that was coming. I guess E-Rock runs the show now.
Yeah.
It's E-Rock's show.
Yeah, because we wanted to just kind of start with the subject, and hopefully the calls would come in on that.
Yeah.
Instead of 8,000 calls on happy birthday or anything, but yeah, good choice.
All right. There you go.
Eek.
E-Rock lost sleep over that one. He couldn't wait to do that for everybody.
Wow.
It's just weird that he doesn't tell anyone. What a fucking ghoul.
That's a little.
Good morning. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show.
Hi, everybody.
Morning to Anthony.
Hi.
Morning to you.
Oh. Morning to the people out there and our staff and Kenny.
Well, why Kenny?
I don't know. He's sitting there reading the paper.
You think he's actually reading the paper or just looking at the...
Looking at the pretty pictures.
And
they're
trying
all
to figure
in color
stuff out.
now.
If you turn on your news today,
Yeah.
you're going to see a lot of people talking about gas prices.
Yeah. Yeah, we saw that. Big story. They keep jacking up the gas prices, and the news is just biting.
Yeah, they're just loving this.
Biting like dumb fish.
I told you right before the show started, if I owned a gas station, I would be $10 a gallon guy. So every fucking media outlet comes to my gas station, and everyone could call me the big asshole.
You would have all the news there. And this gas station charging $10 a gallon. And they'd be trying to interview you.
Yeah.
You'd just be going, I don't want to talk to you.
There's got to be a guy out there that owns a gas station that listens to this show. I know that's almost an impossible thing, but I think there has to be one. Raise your prices to $10 and call the media. You'll have everybody there.
Everyone will be there. Great advertising.
Because some asshole did $4.97 here in New York City. Guess what? That's where the media is hanging out today.
They are.
They're hanging out at the place that has the highest gas prices.
The high prices.
Free advertising for you.
Yeah.
And then some dopey politician, where was that guy, in Long Island?
I'm not even sure. Yeah, I think it was Long Island.
Because the politicians have to get involved. Like, they have something to do with the gas prices.
Oh, they're going to bring him down.
This guy, I guess he has a podium in the back of his Subaru.
So wherever he goes, he can look official.
So you got this asshole. He's a politician. You don't even know his name. And he's like, rah, 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 harumphing about gas prices as he stands behind a podium in front of the pumps.
Yeah, he put his podium right where your car pulls up. So the pumps are behind him. And then he's got his cronies, too.
Yeah.
You can't just go to the podium by yourself.
Right.
You need some cronies next to you. And you're talking to the mic about high gas prices.
But isn't that embarrassing? Like, his people have to pull out the podium from some trunk?
Set the podium up.
Set the podium up for this asshole?
On some big oil stain in the middle of the fucking lane that you get gas in. Got oil on his podium.
Then he has some kind of weird seal. I don't even know what it means.
The seal of the great fucking county of shit.
Right.
And he's just standing there yapping about high gas prices. with the no ability to do anything about it.
No. You know who the biggest asshole is in the area as far as promoting themselves goes?
Who's that?
Chuck Schumer. I've mentioned this a few times, and it happened again, and I haven't brought it up on the show.
What did he inject himself into?
Just a parade, man. But it was the St. Patty's Day parade in Huntington. I know this is a little old, but now that we're talking about podiums and politicians that are high and mighty, this fucking asshole walks down the middle of the parade route with his people with huge signs that just say Chuck Schumer.
But they're his cronies.
And then some of the signs say meet Chuck Schumer.
Oh.
And some of the signs I've seen in the past have an arrow pointing to Chuck Schumer.
Like no one knows what he looks like. The guy shoves his face in front of every camera that's ever turned on.
But shouldn't he just walk the parade route and people should know who he is?
Yeah, it's like, hey, look, it's Chuck Schumer. And if you don't know, oh, well.
Oh, well. But no, he wants everyone to make sure you're looking at Chuck Schumer.
Well, for so many years, we didn't know what he looked like because his head was buried so far up Hillary's ass. He finally pulled it out, and we're like, oh, that's what he looks like.
That's pretty good.
Very new.
Yeah. So I bet you he drives around with a podium.
Yeah, he seems like a podium guy. I want a podium. I'm just going to put one in the Escalade.
And just set it up?
Because then, no matter what you're saying, it seems important.
Fuck, that could be a good video.
So you could just pop a podium out and just start talking to people.
About some kind of issue?
And it doesn't even have to be anything, but you got a podium so it looks really important. Have a seal made up.
Right. Some seal that means nothing.
Yeah. Well, shock jockery.
Some crest on it.
Yeah.
Do you need a crest on your podium?
Yeah, you need a bird and some, like, stars and shit.
Some twiggy-looking thing, like a twig.
A twig. The bird's got to hold a twig. Yeah, and then you talk, and people are like, holy shit, this guy means business.
That's right. Well, now when you see the podium on TV, you'll have a little chuckle. Fucking asshole driving around town with his own podium so he can say some shit. That's ridiculous.
Hey, look at that. He punches up some podiums.
Can we buy a podium?
Oh, man.
What kind of podium you want to buy?
I want a podium.
Wait, I want that small one where you just put a... No, I like the podiums, actually. No, I'm going to back up.
Full wood.
I like the podiums that hide your entire body.
Yeah.
Then you feel like you're almost in a womb.
Yeah, like that's a good podium.
Yeah, I hate the podiums that
$2,000.
That's a good one, though.
Yeah, see, I like that. I like the big blocky podiums because you can hide your body behind it.
And you can put a lot of microphones in front of you.
Those stupid podiums, what are they called? Where it's just like a little shelf and then like just a little pole.
Oh, no, that sucks.
Yeah, you can't hide behind that shit.
You need to be able to hide.
People will be looking at your cock bulge when you're trying to say something important.
Not paying attention to what you're saying. I'm going to get a podium.
$1,025 for a podium with no shit on it?
But you're saving $455.
All right.
Oh.
Whoa.
Is it assembled?
We passed the savings on it.
Is it like an IKEA podium where I got to put that motherfucker together?
Anything worse than putting shit together.
Oh, stop.
Who's helping you take this out of the car? It's 150 pounds.
That's 150 pounds? So that asshole that was in front of the gas station, it's safe to say his podium could be up to 150 pounds?
That's what his cronies do.
Potentially, sure.
Oh, my God.
Oh, but that's good podium right there. I think I need that.
How about it look cherry? Cherry's nice.
Cherry wood podium.
You an oak man?
I think
an oak man there, Jimmy.
I like the cherry wood. Well, nah, that's kind of.
My buddy Jimmy at Toluca Lake needs a podium.
Oak's nice.
Well, now we're down to $600 for a podium.
Yeah, $600.
Yeah, this one's $160.
Does it look cheap though? The podium?
The picture really sucks on this one.
Yeah, that kind of looks a little.
That
cheesy.
looks a little cheap, man. We want something that looks like fucking solid.
There is room for papers to put on the podium.
Well, let me see.
That's a little thin.
It is a little thin.
Yeah, but you can hide your body behind it.
But look, that one comes with one of those little reading lamps.
Oh, and a mic stand?
Yeah,
and a mic stand. That's not bad. That looks damn official right there.
It's got 3.5 stars.
Not enough. No, look, not enough room.
Wait,
it's small.
There's an actual business. Where'd you go? Podium.com.
Yeah, it's like fucking.
I pumped in podiums into
but I just
Google
saw
Shopping.
Google Shopping podiums.
The last one we were just looking at was from Sears. I didn't know Sears had a podium
Sears
section.
sells a podium?
They sure do, because I saw 2 of them already.
Holy shit.
Fucking podiums. Why are we talking about podiums?
Because they're cool and
Very
we're going to do some
important.
fun bits with them.
Very important.
Guess is pushing 450 and we're talking about podiums.
Damn.
The price of podiums have risen steadily over the years.
True.
I mean, look at these prices. It's ridiculous.
How high can you make your gas prices before they come down on you for price gouging and all that?
Probably at this point anything over $5.50. If you're hitting $6, they're going to start.
But can you be $6 a gallon guy so you get the media there? I know $10 is a little outrageous,
you
but
could probably push it. I would like to get a podium and discuss the high price of podiums. That would.
Wow, that one's $3,500.
I know,
dude,
right?
What do you get for that?
Nice it is, though.
Does it suck your dick?
But I wouldn't.
While you're making your
There's a little
speech?
hole in it. There's a glory hole.
There's an oversized reading surface that holds a 3-ring binder, heavy-duty industrial casters for easy mobility.
Oh man, the casters.
How much does it weigh though? Because if you don't have your cronies with you, you're gonna look silly trying to haul it out. Haul your 200-pound podium out.
You don't want to press there when you're doing that.
To say some shit.
Looks silly.
I bet shipping has to suck on something like that.
Oh my God, big and heavy. Yeah, well, we'll get in front of the podium and talk about the high cost of shipping of podiums. Anything podium related. I can't even say podium anymore. It sounds funny.
Psycho Bob says, send Bobo to give speeches from a podium. No, he's the one-man band right now. That's all I want Bobo to do in the near future.
One-man band.
Is the one-man band shit. And
I
then
wake people up.
we got to figure out where the one-man band is going to show up next.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Starbucks in Times Square myself.
That'd be nice.
You boys need teleprompters to go with these podiums.
No.
Can we get one of those invisible teleprompters?
The
where
glass?
It's right in front of you and no one knows what's on there?
It's tilted. Yeah.
I would like that.
You don't see it, but they can see it. Obama uses those all the time.
Rocco's got a great idea. You would look like the biggest asshole. Go ahead, Rocco.
That's funny.
Please deliver this properly, because I gave it a lot.
Okay, here we go, guys. I'm thinking about putting Keith the Cop on a Segway and then having a podium around the Segway, and he can go around in Times Square and just spill his venom at everyone that has any.
And would you be Segway podium guy?
That would
where you
be
go from
great.
Place to place making
where you
speeches.
just go on your Segway. You can then stop and give a speech.
And as soon as the Segway stops, it is instant podium.
Now you're a podium. And then you just segue your ass to another location.
This could be the strangest opening to an Opie and Anthony show. When I drove in today, I wasn't thinking podiums whatsoever. But then you see that asshole in front of the gas station with his dumb podium. I'm thinking, hey, we got something here.
Because we were just thinking logistically, it's silly. A gas station, you don't ask the gas station guy, excuse me, do you have a podium in there?
Right.
Just in case someone wants to give a speech at your gas station. You got to bring the motherfucker.
But when you set up that podium and the people around
will respond.
Are going, holy shit, some stuff is going to be said today right here.
If you're just talking, right?
Yeah.
People aren't really going to pay you never mind.
No.
But if you have a podium in front of you, now you're saying something important. People are going to stop and listen.
You want to talk to a guy that actually, this is his gig?
What?
He rents out podiums? Derek. Derek.
Good morning, boys.
Hi.
Happy birthday, Anthony.
Oh, bless you.
This is.
It's not the only thing I do, but I work for a company. We rent podiums. We set it up. We have to deal with these political assholes. It's never them. It's always a group of people. I'll give you a great example. My company did a lot of work for Cuomo when he was Attorney General. And, this guy's like, hey, I want to speak at this school, and I want a podium, I want some blue drape, and I want a fucking, model holding a bird, whatever. We got to come up with that shit.
Oh, so you're the one that comes up the background and everything, huh?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So they just
own this shit. They have us lug it around.
Yeah, I got you. So they call you and give you some specs, and then you have to fucking set up the whole thing for the guy. So, So someone out on Long Island set up that podium for that politician.
But what about the seal on the front?
They usually come up with that, but they always have a group of people, like you said. They always have a group of cronies, and they're always like, could you put it a little to the left? No, could you put it a little to
Very important podium placement. Very important.
You want to make sure
placement, fucking where the mics go, how high the mics are. I don't want it blocking my face.
Well, of course not.
I know it's a fucking thankless job. By the way, I'm just going to throw this out there. This is neither here nor there. But I keep having this recurring dream where I'm on your show. In fact, I just had I know it sounds like I'm a fucking madman now. I just had a dream where me and Opie were planning a joke on Anthony, and the joke was I was co-hosting while Anthony was on vacation. Just thought I'd throw that out there. And
wow, this guy.
That's amazing.
Should have said that in front of a podium.
You dream that instead of dreaming about
a podium.
Banging young pussy. That's wonderful.
I'd rather have those dreams.
Wow, that's an amazing fucking imagination you got. I was dreaming I was a unicorn and I was popping teenagers in the ass in midair. But you have a fucking dream about co-hosting a dumb show with me. Wow.
You know,
wow, Derek.
The guy did good on the podium thing, and then he got creepy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It was like your Obama dream, Opie.
Oh, man.
Like you doing good. Like this guy was doing good with his call.
You really like my Obama dream, don't you?
Yeah, because it's so typical of what would happen. Because you're like, oh, I can't blow this. I need it.
Blew it.
And then Obama was like, yeah, take a hike.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Boys.
Thank you, Derek. There you go. This guy rents podiums. Now, someone is suggesting we need a gavel, too.
For what?
Do you gavel when
I don't think
set
you
up
gavel
a podium?
No.
No.
You don't gavel a podium, no. No, you just use your voice. You can't get carried away.
Do you go with the microphone and then they have to set up the little speakers, or you just talk loud enough for everybody?
I think you have the microphone, but it's recording something.
Or do you have an area on your podium where all the local news stations and radio stations put their flags
up? And
they
throw the mics with the flags on them, and then you talk.
Okay, I think that's
But you talk loud. You gotta have that politician talk where gas prices must come down.
You gotta pound your fist.
Pound the podium.
So you need something that sounds good when you pound it.
And the podium's got to be, it can't be particle board podium. You need a poundable podium. That's fantastic.
Well, the guy setting up his podium to talk about gas prices, and I've never seen that asshole before in my life.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Seal of the president.
They got us. Real deal. They got us. So we'll be paying a lot of money for gas this summer.
Yeah, I noticed they're doing something at these gas stations, though, because people have said, hey, have you had the $100 fill-up yet? And I think I have had that already at some point. But now it gets to $74, and it slows way down, and then it's tink, 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 and then barely goes to $75.
Right.
It goes $74 and then $75, and then it shuts off.
Why?
So and then I'd have to slip my card again.
Seriously?
And restart at $75. Yeah.
I think I did 77 the other day. I tweeted a picture. I forgot what the total was on that picture because I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Like it finally hit me. Like I just filled up for how much on my dumb car? There it is. Rising prices. It's everywhere. See, $4.97 guy. $4.97
guy is
That's
getting,
the highest.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you beat out $4.97 now, just for the attention?
Price is Right rules.
Right.
People
aren't going to remember that you were the guy that decided to be the highest one.
No.
Just do it for the fame.
Yeah. Get a little bit of press down at your station, then lower the price, and people show up.
Oh, fuck. You know what? We are fucking up this whole thing according to Eric. Eric, go ahead.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Isn't a lectern a thing you stand behind, not a podium?
Uh-oh, is there a difference between
a lectern?
A lectern and a podium?
Yeah, a podium is what you stand on top. It's like a stage.
No, we were seeing podiums.
We went to podium.com and they
showed... Yeah, podium.com's fucked up.
A lectern.
What's a lectern? What's the difference between a lectern?
Okay, a lectern
is a shitty podium.
Is a shitty podium. A lectern is more like just it has a spot for paper on top that you read in front of, but it looks very narrow for the most part. They do make thick lecterns, but I think that's more for giving a lecture at in a college or something.
Yeah,
or a gas station.
No, podium better than lectern.
Yeah, you know when you're looking at a podium.
Oh, that's the ruling? Okay.
Yeah, lecterns suck a dick.
I wasn't sure. I'm sorry.
Lecterns are for valedictorians. Who needs that shit?
Yes.
Well, what about a salutatorian? Could you use lectern or no?
A lecturn's like a music stand.
Did you say?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, sir.
All right. Well,
thank you.
Hey, Jimmy, happy birthday. Suck a dick.
Yeah.
Jimmy, anything?
Jimmy, he doesn't feel like talking. He's sad today. He's
very sad.
Over there crying. Knows why the pump will stop at 75. I don't think my pump stopped at 75.
Mine does, yeah.
But it was pouring, and I did the old, I put the gas cap in, because they don't let you just fucking automatically fill anymore in most places. So I say, fuck that. I take my fucking,
the gas cap.
The gas cap, thank you. And I shove that shit in there and I get back in my warm car.
That's illegal. They don't like that.
Fuck that.
Like a savage is able to work that automatic lock to keep your gas in, but they don't trust me doing it.
No.
Shut up, I'm cold.
John in Connecticut, go.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, man.
The gas pump will stop at $75 because the credit card only gets approved for $75 when you buy gas. Different gas stations do it different ways, but the thought was that at one point, $75 was more than enough you ever needed to fill up a tank.
Yeah, well, they ought to change that motherfucker. They're losing money because I leave after $75.
Well, what it is usually the idiot kid that works at the gas. I know this. My friend's a manager at a gas station, and we're in Connecticut where gas is fucking retarded.
Mm-hmm.
But, you just have to go in the system and change that pre-approval. But most little stoner kids are too fucking lazy to do it, so they don't.
I got to find that stupid picture I tweeted there, because I think I was over 75.
Yeah,
maybe I had one of those
some stations you can.
Maybe I was at a gas station that didn't give a shit about that. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, sir. Let's go to El Paso.
El Paso City by the Rio Grande.
Nice, El Paso checking in. What do you got, brother?
Yeah, gas and wires is only $2.80. You have to do the Born Identity fucking car chase to get around all the fucking cartels, but it's still cheaper gas.
Oh, you go down to Mexico for your gas? Yeah, that's taking your life in your hands.
Go down to Mexico, shit, it's fucking 3 miles from my fucking house, man. There's the border.
Yeah, but I mean, you got to worry about getting shot.
The shit. They had a shootout and it hit buildings at UT El Paso. You don't even have to go to Mexico to get shot anymore.
Yeah, they're flying over the border. Crazy ass Mexican cartels.
What the?
They're chopping off heads and throwing them at the fucking police station and blowing up car bombs and shit.
Oh, and the fucking Acapulco, what'd they have? Like 5 bitches would be headed or some shit. It's crazy.
Yeah, the beauty parlor.
It's great, Craig.
All right, thank you, El Paso.
Take it easy, boy.
So I'm on my
parlor.
And I'm on my iPad, right? And I'm trying to find that fucking picture that I tweeted of filling up, whatever.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck? I clicked something on one of my pictures. It goes to matchfucking.com and it's showing me all the guys available in my area.
Whoa, what have you been delving into? Yeah, that shouldn't happen.
Do you do Plixie?
iPad. No.
People are telling me Plixie sucks because they do this shit with advertising. And what the fuck?
I don't do Plixie.
Image hosting's got to cost something to somebody.
Yeah, what did I click on to get this shit?
Look at the men in your area.
You could change your options.
There's some hot guys here. Best part of living in New York City.
Change
the men in your area.
Hoster.
What?
You could change the picture host.
Yeah, I'm absolutely gonna do that. Get the fuck out of here. All right.
That's what I do. I don't use that. I use, what do I use? That fucking frog.
Y-Frog, I think you use.
Y-Frog.
I don't know which one is the good one to use. I've tried them all.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, look at there's John Huddy in West Hempstead, Long Island at a gas station.
The cheapest gas. For now, we're live here in West Hempstead, Long Island. Dick, back to you in the studio.
All right, John, you'll have to drive a long way to find the cheap stuff anyway. People are demanding answers after months of vandalism. Dozens of cars were vandalized on
Right. Shut the fuck up. You're not 70 years old. That's what 70-year-old guys do.
Drive around.
They drive around to find the cheapest fucking gas prices.
And it's only a few cents cheaper, so you're really not making out on
and they will tell you, too. You know what? On the boulevard, I saw gas at $4.23 a gallon.
It was amazing. I pulled in there. Where is that? I'll drive there.
I drove an hour to find it, but still.
Yeah.
I'm only paying $4.23 a gallon.
There's a line out the place, so you've got to idle your engine.
To save
pain in the ass.
Get the fuck out of here. Just the nearest gas station. Right?
Absolutely. Closest is bestest. I don't care.
Oh, wow. This actually happens. Joe in Philly. Joe?
How are you, boys?
Pretty good,
Joe.
Real quick, before I hit on my point, did you just talk about the boulevard? Are you really coming over to our side? Oh,
I was just down there. That's why I said the boulevard. I was trying to keep it local for Northeast.
You know, I got this fucking cunt, man. Whenever I do that, I put the, like you were speaking about, putting the gas cap in the thing she shuts the pump off on me and tells me to come inside. It happens at Wawa all the time.
Why? Because you jam the cap in?
Yeah, bitch will shut the pump off and get over the little loudspeaker and say, "Sir, please come inside and we need to speak to you."
Oh boy, you're in Dutch. Please, what's that gonna do?
I've never had that happen before.
It clicks off anyway.
It does?
Yeah.
I just have a vision that just starts pouring out.
Just pouring out. No, it clicks off.
All right. Well, there you go. There's the start of the show today. Talking about fucking podiums.
Dumb podiums. And
we used to shove wiffle ball bats up, up holes, and now we're talking about podiums.
Now we want to give speeches behind a podium and not a lectern.
Speaking of speeches, well, I don't know. I went for the dumb radio segment. I don't even know.
Whatever.
This Donald Trump.
Donald Trump is a douche. I'm sorry.
I know you're not a big fan of Obama.
Well, certainly not.
But we certainly got to focus on the fact that Mr. Trump is you're going with douche?
Yeah, I'll go with douche. He's being douchey, which he's not really being an asshole, or even a shithead. He's just being a douche.
I'm going to go with jerk.
A jerk?
He's just a
Is he being
jerk.
A jerk?
And please, I don't know if is Fox or any of these news outlets like going on the air and saying, "Look, this guy will never run for the presidency."
No, they're.
Why
all
won't they
treating him
do
like
that?
The viable candidate.
He's not going to run
against
in the end.
Obama. And the thing that's really giving it legs, as they say, is Obama's people are kind of putting him out there as their competition, so that people will be like, "Oh, he's the guy that's running again. Well, I got to vote for Obama. I'm not voting for that."
Kind of smart on their part.
But I think the Republican Party, when they finally have a real candidate, and they're going to tell Trump, settle down, asshole.
Settle down, or
just fucking
or they're going to push him out of the way. But man, I mean, I love Trump for the simple fact that he likes speaking his mind. I mean, he did it to us. He called us slobs in the paper, but
that's like it's his shtick.
But now
he's a shock builder.
Yeah,
that's what he is. He's just a.
And now he's just going after Obama. He's going after Robert De Niro.
Seinfeld.
I think he went after Seinfeld.
After Seinfeld.
How do you go after Seinfeld?
Yeah.
He's very... Seinfeld is just very generic.
I've never
know
heard
much about
Seinfeld get political or anything.
He's just a very generic guy that came up with one of the greatest sitcoms ever.
Did he say something about Trump and then Trump jumped on him?
I don't even remember the Seinfeld.
And Seinfeld's a comic, so I'm sure it was zero seriousness behind it.
Well, Trump has now sent investigators to Hawaii to search out some dirt on Obama.
Enough of that.
He's calling him a bad student. He's one of those birther guys. And I was reading the paper today that even Bachman a big birther broad?
Yeah.
And she's even backed off on it and said, let's find other shit to trash Obama.
Because it's very bad for the Republican Party to harp on that, because it really isn't an issue, and it's easy for the Democrats to turn around and say, look, this is all they got,
right?
And make them look stupid.
She was one of the leaders in that whole thing. Even she's moving on, saying, look, we'll find other stuff to talk about Obama.
I mean, honestly, he's shown enough proof. But I would like to just see him standing there with the original, kind of smiling, going, hey. But I'm not going to sit there and fucking pull this Donald Trump bullshit.
Well, which one you want first? Trump talking about Obama being a bad student? Because that's the new one.
That's a good one. I like that
This
one.
is like shock jock shit.
Yeah.
You would listen to Trump in the morning.
Trump is being a shock jock. Trump with you.
Right. This is the latest from Donald Trump.
I heard he was a terrible student. Not like, okay, I heard he was a bad student. How does a bad student then go to Columbia and then go to Harvard? How does this happen? He's a bad student, gets into Columbia, top school, gets into Harvard, top school. He's a bad student. How does this happen?
How does this happen? How did it happen?
How did it happen?
Well, that's how it happened.
Because they were grooming him to be president.
Right.
Since he was 8 years old.
Or something.
Right. And then Donald Trump responds to Robert De Niro's criticism by calling him stupid.
Stupid.
Did we get the De Niro clip? What did Robert De Niro say?
I don't know. It's just it. Like, I don't know what other people are saying to Donald to make him
to get him riled up,
rambunctious.
Do we have what De Niro said? I forgot. I really forgot on this one.
Anything? Let's see. No.
De Niro.
What De Niro said about Trump?
Because now Trump is responding. I just want the full story.
Trump's like calling him stupid or something.
Oh, here comes Sam. Sam's running.
Sam.
The clip has a setup.
Oh, he does that? Okay, it does have the setup? All right, so. And now this is Trump.
Oh, Trump's birth claims are crazy.
That's what De Niro said?
Yeah, Robert De Niro.
And that's enough for Trump to go off on De Niro.
Oh, of course.
Here in New York City over the weekend, they've been having the Tribeca Film Festival. The guy who started it, Robert De Niro. It sounded like he did call you out. He said a couple of days ago, quote, "I won't mention names, but certain people in the news in the last couple of weeks just what are they doing? It's crazy. They're making statements about people that they don't even back up. Go get the facts before you start saying things about people." And apparently later he did reveal that he was in part talking about you. What do you say
with
to
the
Robert De
birther
Niro?
issue?
Yeah.
Well, he's not the brightest bulb on the planet. I mean, I've been watching him over the years, and I like his acting. But you know, in terms of when I watch him doing interviews and various other things, we're not dealing with Albert Einstein.
Oof.
And you know, he can say what he wants, but the fact is that this guy has not revealed his birth certificate. A lot of people agree with me.
He's got to do a radio show.
The Trumpster?
Yeah. And he has a way of doing it, too, because he always compliments you, and then he fucking hits you right in the taint.
Yeah.
With a fist.
That's probably how he runs business.
You think that's how he does it?
The handshake and then the big Trump dick up the ass.
I think you're right on that.
Yeah.
So...
Wow, well...
Not the brightest bulb, but he's no Einstein.
No. And then I heard him, like, on another show, he was going, De Niro, you talking to me? Are you talking to me?
Trump said that?
Yeah, trying to do the taxi driver thing. And
well, you know, Donald Trump is having a lot of fun with this, but he's not going to even run for the presidency. And I don't know why the mainstream media won't say that.
This is just, he loves publicity. He has for years.
Right.
He loves that Trump name getting out there. And this is a great opportunity for it because people are putting him on shows and interviewing him as an actual presidential candidate.
I love it.
Stop it.
Because he's fun to listen to.
Yeah.
He's not that good to look at. He's creepy. Creepy to look at.
Yeah.
You would think he would have figured out that hair thing. You figured out the hair thing.
I don't even know what his hair
thing is. And you're not a billionaire.
No. He will not. Maybe he's got a phobia. He'll do the comb-over thing. But that is a comb-over.
It's a comb-over that's nailed down, though.
Yeah, he sprays the shit out of it. He must spray it.
But no, I think it's nailed down.
Spray. What do you mean, like a
couple
wig?
Stitches or something to kind
like
of
a wig?
I don't know. But why would you have such weird hair? I know this is hack material. I know, but Trump's in the news.
Yeah,
and he's a billionaire, and I just don't understand why he never figured that hair thing out.
Yeah, he's a billionaire. He could go and get, like, the best of the best.
Some fucking B-list actor could get his hair looking really good.
It looks like the hair's coming from the back and wrapping around the front. Like, it doesn't look like it's brushed from his hairline.
But where...
See, that's coming from the back or something.
I don't know where it's coming from.
No one does. That's just it.
Like, what?
No one could figure out this comb-over.
What kind of balding you think he has?
I think he's completely horseshoe bald.
Completely horseshoe
and has grown a shitload in the back.
Well, how low? Just above the ears? Those type of guys? You know what I mean? Way low?
Not way, way low, but low enough where the whole top is gone.
Wait, this is a guy... This is a diagram.
It's some arrows.
From a guy trying to figure it out.
He's got arrows all around
It's the greatest thing ever. I have never seen this. He's got arrows. So some of the hair he pushes to the back. Then in the back of the hair, he's got some hair that pushes over the top.
The first thing he does is take that little bit from the side and brush it around his forehead to cover up the bald spot.
And that makes a foundation.
Right, foundation
wait,
for number two.
Slow, way the fuck down.
Yeah.
Start over.
He goes.
I'm really confused.
All right, number one is the side, right there in front of and above the ear. And then he parts that there right about at ear level and swoops it forward in front of his head and forehead.
Okay.
And that covers up the world of hurt in front.
Okay.
Then you can't have that because that looks silly because it's coming away from the side and swooping around the front. So he camouflages that with hair from the back that he brushes forward over that, thus making a basket weave pattern.
Oh, my God.
And then 3 is your standard rear part over the ear, comb over for the bald spot in the back. And then 4 looks like he's just getting something over his ear to make it look like a natural sort of where your sideburn kind of brushes back over your ear thing.
That's too much work.
And then he must just spray lacquer on it.
Wow, someone figured out.
Someone did figure it out. Where's the one with his hair blowing in the wind there?
Oh, I love that one, yeah.
Let's see what's happening there and if there's any.
I love that.
Yeah, because, oh, my God. See, there's much too much hair there. He's
got really long hair.
It's long because he needs to whip it around. See? Oh, boy, that comb-over's coming apart. Wow. Yeah, look, there's no natural front hairline.
Can you tweet that picture?
It's a great picture, man. His hair's all over the place.
Just send it to me. I'll tweet it. Fuck it.
His hair's going crazy.
Or Big Duties will tweet it. We'll get it out there to the people. Because his hair is easily 8 inches long.
Yeah. He's got long hair because you need it to wrap around.
You need a lot of it to swoop all over the fucking place.
Yeah, it's like a turban. You got to wrap it around your head.
That is amazing. It's amazing because he's a billionaire, and I think they figured out the hair shit.
Yeah.
Unless he doesn't have a lot left, because you need. If you have too much balding going on, that harvest area thing that you did isn't going to work.
No. You got to be a certain type of just thinning, little thinnage.
Right.
But I can't even tell how much he has or doesn't have. First of all, the blondish hair makes it very hard to detect.
Right.
And then the way he's got it swooping around, it's crazy. Imagine what that's like when he wakes up in the morning, though. Like, because your hair's always at your worst when you first get off the pillow. Yeah. That must just be all over the place. Yeah. It's got to look like...
You think he gets up at 3 in the morning so no one ever sees how horrendous it looks before he works it out?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And just sneaks into the bathroom. It's got to look like when Bugs Bunny put dynamite in Gossamer's hair and it blew it all back and left it bald on top and it was just hanging off the sides.
I'm with you.
Like a peeled banana.
I'm with you. Then he's got to put all that shit back together.
Yeah, then he's got to fucking...
For his board
1,
meeting.
2, 3, 4, spray the shit out of it.
Well, fuck, man. I say to Donald, keep it up.
Yeah.
Some great sound bites coming out of you.
Yeah.
We're loving it.
But the second...
it gets serious.
He'll back out. Well, he doesn't want Obama to be president again. And he knows damn well that it's...
he knows
if he's in there fucking up any of the Republican votes...
Right.
Yeah,
he'll do his damage.
It'll be a Ross Perot thing if he stays in.
He'll do his damage this way, and then he'll back out for some serious.
He'll back off.
Serious candidates.
Maybe he'll go stumping for people. Stumping.
Royal wedding. When is this fucking thing?
Friday.
This Friday.
I think it's Friday.
Oh, really? I thought we'd be on the air for it.
Friday.
Friday, meaning in the morning.
Yeah, because it's really early in the morning. It's like...
Yeah, there you go, Gossamer.
That's what he looks like when he wakes up. It's like 4 in the morning that coverage starts and shit. So we'll be able to pop in, I think.
I like your Gossamer. I really do, Anthony.
Yeah.
But Ted in Wisconsin might have one that's pretty good, too.
All right.
Ted, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say, when he wakes up in the morning, he probably looks like Bill Murray and Kingpin.
Yeah, that's a good... All right, that's a good one, too.
I think
Bill Murray's hair in Kingpin was hilarious.
I think that's pretty accurate.
There
it is.
He's holding up the bowling ball, and his hair is just flopped over the side, his comb-over hair.
There you go. That's it right there. Bill Murray and Kingpin.
Oh, God.
That movie is all right. All right. Let's take our first break.
Gotta eat.
I think it's just me and you today, brother.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we got guests or nothing.
No, that's cool.
Jimmy's doing his L.A. run. He'll be back Thursday. And no guests, which is nice. I like guests, but I also like to just chill out.
We had a lot yesterday.
Tomorrow we got Bill Burr, Bob Kelly, and Joe DeRosa all in studio at the same time promoting their movie.
And cheating, or is that what it's called?
Cheat.
Just cheat.
Cheat.
When
we get back, do you realize there's a list of films that people pretend to have seen?
Why?
The top list of movies people pretend to see.
They say they've seen them, but they haven't.
Yeah, why wouldn't you just see it?
Or say, no, I haven't seen that one.
Right.
Although I have been guilty of that, but I don't know why. You do things sometimes and you go, like, why
I do it for the radio. Because I want to.
Like, did you see that movie? I'm like, oh, yeah.
I want to sound informed.
That was great. And then I realized, no, I didn't see it.
Yeah, I'll do it for the radio. But when you're walking around in your regular life, you do that? That's weird.
Maybe just to keep conversation going. Because if you say no, it's like, and that person has nothing to say to you.
What movie did you do it with?
I don't even remember, but I think over time I have said, like, someone goes, did you see this? I'm like, oh, yeah. I'm like, why would I just say that?
Why would I just say no?
Why did I lie?
Yeah. I don't know. What is this? Steve in New York City. Steve, we're going to break, Steve. But they're really doing this? Go.
Dude, they're having a huge event in Times Square on Friday morning, starting at like 4 or 4:30. I run one of the billboards over here, so it's going to be like on all the billboards in Times Square. They're having the stages set up and singing and all this crap.
For what?
For this stupid wedding.
Oh, for the wedding? Why would they do that in Times Square? No one's going to know over there.
It's all tourists over here.
We don't acknowledge that royal shit over here.
Oh, for the limeys that are here, so they can watch it on the big screen in Times Square or something?
More importantly,
stinky bastards.
More importantly, Steve, you run one of the billboards?
Yeah.
One of the electronic ones?
The biggest one.
How about a little Opie and Anthony shit?
Dude, whatever you want.
No, don't just say that for the radio.
Throw it up there.
Dude, I'm a huge fan. I've been listening to you guys since...
Would you get I don't care.
know you don't.
Would you get fired?
Probably.
Oh, wow.
So how about we do this when you know you're finally sick of this fucking job? Because if we do something in Times Square, it's got to be over the top. Not just Opie and Anthony on Sirius XM. Who cares? We want something that makes people go, what the fuck?
Panic. Radiation levels are up in Times Square.
Say
evacuate.
Can we get the goatsy man in Times Square?
Yes.
That would make my day.
Are you gonna quit the job soon?
Nah, probably not. I'm gonna stick around.
Oh, that's a good idea.
All right, then there's
cock picks.
So we called you out on the anything you want.
Gaping.
All right, if that was in Times Square, you would let your balls off.
Yeah, can we do a gaping?
I would definitely.
Can we do gaping ass cave?
There'd be women with their children running like there was a bombing going on. Wow, that is nasty.
Sorry, guys. I mean, I would, but, you know.
All right, then don't say anything for you guys.
I'm sorry, sweetheart.
All right, Steve.
God, why is the inside of asshole so red? Just looks like a fucking roadkill in there.
It's horrible.
Ew.
Henry in Jersey. Henry's going to correct us on our kingpin knowledge.
Uh-huh.
It's Woody Harrelson.
No. We just saw a nice picture of Bill Murray from Kingpin, and it looked very much like Donald Trump.
N-A-O.
Yes.
How do you just skate on that?
I know. You can't skate.
Why are you skating on that, sir?
You can't skate.
Because, listen.
Wait a minute. You can't just call in and be wrong and then just glaze over it.
Yeah, well, allow the second part of your phone call, but you're wrong about the Kingpin thing.
Come on, it's Woody Harrelson's got the hair comb over. I'm bald. I know.
How many times have you seen Kingpin? Have you seen Kingpin a lot?
5 times.
Well, how do you not know that they both have really bad hair, but Ernie McCracken is like.
Oh, wait, you're right.
I know.
He plays against. You're right.
All right.
Yeah. Woody had the bald hair, but he had a few strands that he combed over.
Right, you're right. That's good. Hey, listen though. I've been listening for a
doesn't matter.
Right, wrong. And one of the things you got to work on is your.
It's going to help you.
Man.
My what?
You're man.
Oh no, I don't have to work on shit.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
You have to work on your fucking movie trivia.
Right. Shut the fuck up.
And hey, I like it. And your society needs to work too.
My what?
I just cut your losses at this point.
I don't even know what he's saying.
I don't know.
What was the second part?
He doesn't like your society.
Society.
When you say society, but I don't know what he's saying.
All right, Henry, thank you.
All right.
All right.
Can we block Henry from ever calling the show again?
We just did.
He was horrid.
We just did. We'll take a break.
Yeah.
So we got movies, a whole list of films people pretend to have seen. That's a weird list.
I guess that guy was a great caller for that segment.
Yes.
He's never seen Kingpin. Also, we got an update on Flavor Flav's Chicken Restaurant.
Flavor Flav in the head.
In the Who Saw This Coming news, we got the Flavor Flav Chicken Restaurant update.
Yeah. We got an update on that McDonald's story, too, with that chick. Whatever that was.
I didn't.
They held a rally yesterday.
I still haven't seen the video.
Oh, the video's, wow.
Yeah, we'll do a little on that, too.
Wow, them sisters is beating the shit out of that white boy girl.
And finally, Ant, we got the finalists. 19 of them we're going to try to get through today.
Wow.
We don't have to do all today.
You can do whatever you want.
All right, we got most annoying 30 seconds of sound finalists. We got 19.
Right.
So we're going to go through some of those today. Steven Singer's got the prize for that, right?
Yep. $2,000.
$2,000.
Two G's, too large.
Very nice. And on Lady Gaga.
Yeah, little Lady Gaga again in the news. She knows how to get some news. She never uses a podium.
No.
From what I've seen.
Sirius XM, the virus. Yeah, this is the Opie and Anthony Show. Damn it.
Today's theme is podiums. Looking at Fox 5 locally here in New York City, and we're looking at Donald Trump. Of course, we just did a little Donald Trump for everybody. He's in the news. And we noticed that he's got a podium on a riser.
Yeah, a podium on a riser.
Do we have to get a riser, too?
No, that's very pompous.
Because then you need stairs to walk up onto the riser to get behind your podium for your big speech.
Yeah, I think it was... I think it was a band playing or something. So
if you have a band, then you definitely got to go riser. Yeah, so if you get maybe a local band, if we're going to be, doing the podium thing around Long Island,
I'm feeling that.
Maybe we could get a homegrown band.
Homegrown? Oh my God!
I got to write the book. The horse shit that you have to deal with when you do radio. Why did I have to play a fucking homegrown band every night during a night show?
And it's homegrown time. It's because
the only people that cared were the band,
right,
and some of the family members of the band.
Yeah, that was it.
That was it.
That's all you were catering to. But they wanted it to seem like BAB supported local music.
They supported everything local.
Everything local. That complete angle was just Long Island local. Fucking Jones Beach reports and traffic reports that never went into Queens. And
my wife laughs at me a lot. At me is the key.
At you, yes,
is the key. You want them to laugh along with you, but in my case, it's at me. And I told her recently that I had to do beach reports, and I explained the whole thing to her. She covered her mouth and goes, "No, you didn't.
Yeah,
no, you didn't." I'm like, "Yeah, I did. No,
beach
you didn't."
Reports.
It was outside the fucking men's bathroom at Robert Moses in the Breezeway. I had to get on a fucking payphone because I didn't have a cell phone. And do beach reports.
Were you on the station that reaches the beaches?
Was that their slug line?
It's somebody's slug line out there.
Beaches.
What was BAB's? I think it was just the WBAB Beach Reports.
Beach Report.
Brought to you by Sam Ash.
That's some kind of fucking...
Right.
Whirling discs.
And I actually had... I don't mind going to beaches, but my gig was... I didn't get paid extra for this. We all had to do it. I had to hang out at Robert Moses all day and every hour do a beach report from the Breezeway on a payphone.
That sucks. There's no reason for that.
I had to give the traffic report. I had to give the tanning index.
Let me tell you.
I had to give... I'm trying to remember everything.
Field 5 is filling up really quick.
Yes.
If you're coming in now, I would suggest you go to Field 3. Wow, the suntan index very high.
Yes.
Bring your sunscreen. It's very dangerous.
What's the deal with Ocean Parkway?
Yeah, and don't take Ocean Parkway.
Because they're too busy, digging up dead bodies.
It just was, their local thing got so local, it was just crazy.
And then I wandered around because every hour I had to do it, so I couldn't even chill. And then I had to have fun. Then I had to get back to the payphone early enough, and just in case someone else was using the payphone, I could make sure I had the payphone because it had to be at a certain time. Had to be right before the top of the hour. What a fucking nightmare. And then there was some dumb slug line at the end of it.
That is a bitch.
So, all right.
The good old days.
Yeah. We got a Flavor Flav update.
Flav, yo. What's the Flav doing?
I was going through some of my pictures, and I got, I'll post them eventually on my Facebook page, but the day Flavor Flav.
Oh, the takeover of our show?
Yeah, I got some pictures.
By Flav and his peeps?
I'll never forget that.
Looked like a McDonald's beatdown.
Yeah.
We were held hostage by the Flav and his peeps.
I think out of all the things we've done over the years, that's one of my favorite stories to tell people.
Because it's just so bizarre that happened.
It was the strangest thing ever. I want to retell it again right now.
Yeah.
Because there were so many parts to that.
Yeah, I thought it was odd that Flav was going to be there anyway.
Well, he was hot, and he was doing our show.
Yeah. But it was very vague as to what he was going to do, and then it just started snowballing.
My favorite part always changes, but getting yelled at by Tom Chiasano backstage because the whole thing was live on his.
Oh yeah,
on his stuff.
It's like you got to end this.
You got to end this.
Right. You got to end this because, and we're like,
I go, Tom, you go out there and end this.
Good luck. Good luck to you.
Flavor Flav has the mic, and he's not stopping anytime soon.
He is going off because he's the Flav. He thinks it's his show now. So we're just going to sit back and not be shot.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
You want to go out and stop it, Tom?
Yeah.
Feel free.
And, I always wondered if we exaggerated as far as the amount of people that Flavor Flav brought on stage. And I was looking at these pictures the other day, and there's no exaggeration. There was 20 to 30 people that he brought on stage just to introduce to a very white crowd.
Insane. It absolutely looked like a lineup. Like for the entire first season of First 48.
Mm-hmm. Do we have that show, E-Rock, in the archives?
I think we do. I'm looking for it right now.
We might have to make some kind of special out of it.
Every character from the first season of The Wire.
Pretty much. Can we make some kind of special around that? Because if you just play it, it doesn't make any sense.
No.
Because it was a complete takeover of our show.
Yeah.
But if we interject, maybe do like a mystery science theater type thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And explain like what we were doing at this part.
Being terrified.
I was hiding under the table at one point. I went backstage for a while.
Just awful. It was frightening.
Even our brave audience that has no problem yelling and screaming shit.
Oh, yeah,
they were well behaved.
Yeah, what happened to all the black jokes that day?
Yeah.
That people were yelling out.
Yeah.
The audience was horrified.
They just had their mouths agape.
Yep.
We should find some audio from that day and work a special around it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And finally put it to bed, because we bring it up a lot, but I think there's a lot of people that have never heard that show.
It's one of those great moments.
Yeah, because we buried that fucking thing after it aired, too.
Yeah.
I don't think any of that audio ever saw the light of day. If you got a few little clips, E-Rock, that would be great.
I'm looking for it.
Maybe for tomorrow or later today. But anyway, we mentioned that because Flavor Flav opened up some chicken restaurants, or maybe one chicken restaurant.
Of course he did.
He opened up one and was hoping that this thing would take off, and man, he would be putting Popeyes out of business.
What was it called?
Flavor Flav's Chicken Restaurant.
That was it?
Something like that.
Real original.
Flavor Flav Chicken.
Flavor Flav.
And wasn't it in Iowa or something? Some out-of-the-way place.
Yeah, he picked some place out of nowhere.
Isn't he from, like, Long Island or something?
I don't even know.
Why would you start in your hometown?
Flav's Fried Chicken.
Well, as you'll learn in the story, he's not exactly 100% owner of this thing.
Oh, I know, but the other owner is saying that Flavor Flav took advantage of that guy when that guy had Flavor Flav on all the buckets.
Yeah.
So that guy was taking advantage of Flavor Flav's notoriety.
Could you imagine sitting with a bucket with Flav's big dumb face on it and just wing after wing and leg, you're just eating it?
Did he have a chicken catchphrase? A Flavor Flav chicken catchphrase?
I don't know.
Where's my Flavor Flav?
Yeah, boy.
Is that a chicken with a clock around his neck?
Where?
In the upper right corner of the first
No, that's
picture.
Flavor Flav.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait, that right?
Yeah.
Wait, no, I don't think so. I think it's a clock hanging off of
You can't even tell.
the words.
Okay.
That was the first thing I noticed. He hired the worst
Design people for
graphic design.
Yeah, that
artists.
really looks bad.
First of all, it doesn't even look like Flavor Flav. It's a cartoon version of him, obviously. And then we don't even know what if the chicken has a clock on it or not. And,
what's
and then
the
he's using that font. Help me out, Ant, from the 70s, like
action movie.
Who was the badass black broad?
Yeah,
with the afro.
Yeah. What the hell is that? I'm trying to remember.
Somebody will get it.
Yeah.
She was in everything. She was a hot mama.
Like Jackie Brown?
Jackie Brown?
One that played Jackie Brown?
Yeah. What was her name?
Yeah. That bitch. That motherfucking bitch.
No one's getting it down there?
Pam Grier.
Pam Grier,
motherfucker.
He's using that font from like the old Pam Grier movies where they kind of...
Down. Yep.
Giving the font some depth.
It's a lot of background shadow thing.
Well, here's your Flavor Flav chicken update.
Hip-hop and reality TV star Flavor Flav.
This fucking guy again.
Oh, this guy.
Thank God Jimmy's not here today. He hates this guy. Worst delivery.
His boring, droll delivery.
This isn't the worst guy.
Not the
Who's
worst guy?
Absolute worst guy is Ross Simpson, Associated Press.
Yes.
Oh, this
is a different
him?
guy. No.
Oh, it sounds like him.
Yeah, they both suck.
Hip-hop and reality TV star Flavor Flav won't be letting anyone else savor his newest venture. After just 4 months in operation, Flavor shut down the Iowa-based chicken franchise that bore his name.
4 months? That's all it lasted?
4 months? I thought it was longer than that.
I just want to say hi to Vincent Bayonne, because he came up with Jackie Brown, and then he goes, Judy Greer?
Judy Greer?
And then I had kind of like a Anthony X mother-in-law, Judy fucking...
Judy
as the badass
Judy
Jackie
Greer.
Brown.
Stop it or I'll shoot. I swear.
She's making all kinds of right turns during car chases.
3 rights make a left.
What Flav's doing, he's a fraud. He does not want to be hurt with the other adventures that he's doing, and he's going to want to become a millionaire off my dime, off of my ideas.
It all comes down to a dispute with the man Flav picked to run the chicken joint.
I started this from the menu to the color of the way the building, from the sign, from everything. I started everything.
I have to do whatever is possible for me to save my name. And the only way that I can save my name is to shut the business down because Nick Semino is not running the business right.
Save his name?
Well, what do you think your name
What are
is?
you talking about? Your name means shit.
That brand, the Flava Flav brand, is not really something that needs saving.
Flavor Flav is basically running a Kennedy Fried Chicken and pretending like it's going to be the next huge franchise to take on.
Save my name.
They probably serve pizza by the slice there, too.
My name.
Hamburgers.
Yeah.
Let me
Hamburger.
Maybe we could all take a turn, but let me tell you what I think of when I think Flavor Flav.
Yeah.
I think of that love show he did on VH1, and the women are all kind of standing around.
Yeah.
Wondering who's getting voted off, I think. I think this was a voting off ceremony when this happened. And one of the girls dropped a duty on the rug.
She took a shit. It went
duty
down her
fell
leg.
out. That's what I think when I hear Flavor Flav.
And a nugget.
A nugget fell out of her dress and rolled onto the floor.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
And you're trying to save that name, Flavor Flav? You got one when you think Flavor Flav?
I just think, ugh. You're just a little rat man from fucking, NWA or whatever the fuck he was in.
Flavor of Love Poop. I bet you we can't find this online anymore.
No, it's got to be there.
It's one of the greatest reality show moments ever. One of these girls that was supposed to be one of these hot broads lets a nugget loose on TV. All right, Danny will try to find that, but let's get back to the Flavor Flav chicken update.
There were signs of trouble.
The reason why I pulled my license is because there's a lot of employees that wasn't getting paid.
While no one else will be able to experience the novelty of eating at Flavor Flav's, Cumia won't miss the restaurant.
But I'm not doing this because of my 40%. You know what I mean? I could care less. I'm just finally glad that I'm free from somebody like Flavor Flav.
As for Flav, he says his next venture could be a restaurant in Las Vegas.
Ah, there you go.
Las Vegas. Flavor Flav will be completely broke.
Hand out little grills for the kids. They could put little grills on while they eat their chicken.
The Flavor Flav grills.
Yeah, that'd be cute.
Did you find that, Danny?
I did, and then the website froze my browser up, so I gotta.
Why wouldn't
gotta
it?
find it all over again.
All right.
Of course it did.
There was something else. Oh, we want to look at the McDonald's thing, too. So we got a few things.
Oh, God, that McDonald's thing was just...
I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, that's a couple of unruly women, one 18, one 14, got into it with now it's called a transgender woman. I don't know what this means. They're not being specific. I don't know if it's a transvestite or a transsexual.
Well, the experts
or
not
a
here
pre-op transsexual. I don't think it's a transsexual.
What's a transsexual?
Transvestite. I think a transsexual is the dick is gone. It's been built into a vag.
Isn't that a transgender?
But I don't know if transgender might cover it all.
What do we got? Let's write. So we got transsexual.
Transsexual.
Wait, transvestite.
Transsexual, right? Then you have transvestite.
Transsexual, transvestite.
Transvestite, right.
Right.
And then this transgender.
What the
thing.
fuck is that? And what about the freaks that have both? What are they?
That's hermaphrodite.
Then you got a hermaphrodite.
Hermaphrodite.
So we got to figure out 4 of these today.
But I think transgender covers everything.
Really?
I think. Transsexual means you used to have a dick, it was cut off, and now you got a vag and hormones, and you're technically a woman.
Transvestite.
And transvestite is a dude
that's
dressed like a chick,
or trying to.
Yeah, and
all right, wait. All right. So transgender covers all this shit.
I think covers it all.
Really?
Yeah.
Transvestite still has a dick. Transsexual doesn't have a dick anymore. Hermaphrodite has both.
Yeah. No, transsexual doesn't mean chick with a cock. Oh, no, you're all wrong.
Transvestite is chick with a cock.
Transsexual means it's been changed.
Transsexual means you got your dick cut off.
Right. Transgender could mean the same thing.
I'm just worried about transgender. I think transgender is...
A general term, transgender, is a general term applied to a variety of individuals, behaviors, groups involving tendencies that vary from cultural convention to gender roles. Thanks for that nondescript.
Oh, I hate the definitions that mean nothing.
Yeah, that really was Ben. But anyway, this trans whatever was in the bathroom at a McDonald's.
McDonald's?
At McDonald's.
Oh, wait.
Hamburgers, I'll tell you that.
Before we move on, can we play this?
Oh, the shit?
Yes.
It's a long clip, so I don't know exactly how much of it you want to do.
No, we don't. I just want to see the
Just the shit part.
I want to see the duty fall out.
Her duty.
I think we got to take it from around there.
Ugh,
I think.
So disgusting.
And one of Flavor Flav's chicks is dating Shaq. For people that saw that show, I was all in. Remember that girl Hoops?
I never watched that.
That's Shaq's woman nowadays.
I never watched that motherfucker.
All right.
And out of frame for a minute, but then she came back. But thanks for coming down, y'all. When she came back, she had this look on her face like.
That's my baby.
Welcome.
Cheers, man.
Y'all made it in blessings, all right? Have a good time, y'all.
Thank you.
After we do the toast, something takes off upstairs.
Oh my God, that's nasty. I smell it.
Oh God.
Elimination is over. I just want a sigh of relief. So I take this deep breath and what is that smell? My God! It is. And as I'm going up the steps, I look down and I was like, Hey, watch your step. I like someone, yeah, watch out.
What
you
is
guys.
that?
Oh, my goodness. Watch out. I think
I was like, wait a minute, I know we don't have no dogs in here, but they on my stairs.
This is the name he's trying to protect.
Hey, yo. I'm like, where did this come from?
Something pooped on the floor.
Something is on herself.
And everyone's like, oh, she just pooed. She just pooed.
What bathroom is she at?
How am I supposed to get upstairs?
You walk around the poo. That's how you get upstairs.
Fucking disgusting.
Don't fly where I'm from.
Hey, yo, son. Hey, yo, son. And when she opened up the bathroom door, something jumped out. Oh, my God. That smell was something. So I think I really gave her the right name, folks. Know what I'm saying? Her name is something. Yo, you all right in there, baby?
There was no way me holding it. I'm gonna be honest. I was like holding it, and then out of nowhere, it's like my stomach was just like, bitch, you got me. I'm like, I have to go to the bathroom. So like, it just like pushed itself out. No.
Oh my God. She shit herself on the Flav stairs.
And it could have happened to anybody. So.
You could have anybody.
Protect that name.
On my floor. I like something because she's real with it. She's like, yo, check this out, baby. This is who I am. There's a wild gorilla running around loose in that bathroom.
Oh, wild gorilla.
He says that he's fired.
She picked on everybody all night.
If y'all smell anything stink around here, it's me. I'm the. Oh, that was good. That was good. No, but she.
Protect that name.
That's how the first date ended, folks. Right here, only on Flavor of Love.
With his dumb Viking hat on.
Yeah.
He had a little comeback for,
he had a
15
couple
minutes.
And he had like 2 or 3 really good years after it was over for him.
Yeah. So. He's done ski now.
Oh, very good question from Jordan. Which lasted longer, Flavor Flav chicken or Pop-Tart world?
I think Flav's chicken lasted longer.
And that whole Pop-Tart world, they just went back to the regular Pop-Tarts, right?
I think so, yeah.
I know they closed the Times Square place down, but supposedly that was supposed to be temporary.
Just a publicity thing?
I don't think it was supposed to be temporary. I think they were putting it there hoping it was going to catch on, and then they were going to franchise the shit out of Pop-Tart world.
If it caught on, of course they would have kept it there.
But that turned out to be one of the worst ideas ever.
A debacle, as they call it.
Remember the Pop-Tart sushi they were trying to with the fruit roll-ups?
The fucking Pop-Tart.
And they had a huge Pop-Tart vending machine. And
yeah, it's just because they had they have like the M&M store there, so they thought they'd be able to jump in on
the M&M store.
That whole thing
Fucking rules.
The tourists love that shit.
I like the M&Ms too.
No, but they like just taking pictures out there.
Mm-hmm.
Times Square, by the way, I fucking hate walking through there. If I got to go somewhere like that's like when we were walking to the Hard Rock, and I got to walk through Times Square, it's so fucking annoying. It's just that there's too many people, and they never know how to get the fuck out of the way. They're talking in the crosswalk. And then you just got to deal with all the shill and fucking shims and scams going on. It's that is still going on.
It's really strange because the rest of New York City has nothing to do with that.
No, not at all.
You go a few blocks and then it's the regular New York.
Yeah, it's a big tourist trap. They're always in the way.
I don't understand that. When I go to other cities, yeah, I'll check out some of that stuff. I'm guilty, I guess. But then you move on and really see what the city's about. You know what I mean? But a lot of these people, they get a hotel right in Times Square and they don't even leave the area.
They don't leave. They go to the Olive Garden and
you're not even hanging with New Yorkers.
Yeah,
you're hanging out with other rubes.
Rubes.
Or Kenny calls them farmers.
Shills.
Hanging out with the other farmers.
The farmers.
Times Square, going into like Toys R Us, the Gap, like you said, going to Olive Garden. Why come to New York? You can do all that in your hometown.
Look, at TGI Fridays. Let's go there.
Not only at TGI Fridays, Anthony, the biggest one in the world. That's their advertising.
Oh, is it? Is that their deal?
That's their slug line.
And the crosswalk, there is like a family, and they'll cross the street, the crosswalk. and not know where they're going right after they cross the street. So they stop the second they hit the sidewalk on the other side of the crosswalk. Meanwhile, this is where everyone's walking.
Right.
But they stop to have a little chat about where they're going next. Move to the fucking side. Move against the building. Move somewhere where you're not in the way of everybody. Tourist.
They don't know the rhythm of New York.
No.
You got to know the rhythm of New York.
And then those guys that hand out the cards to comedy clubs that I've never fucking heard of. And meanwhile, we have how many comics on this show on a weekly basis? And we hear all the places they play. And these guys are like, hey, comedy. Comedy, you want to see some comedy? Comedy. And they hand you these cards for a place that I've never heard anyone.
There's a comedy club like where Show World used to be, and I don't even know what it's like. I've never even heard of it.
Yeah, who plays there?
Remember, like Broadway Comedy Club, and it's like, what?
Iraq's got a little info?
One time we were in Times Square with Norton, and one of those comedy guys came up to Jimmy saying, like, hey, you like comedy? We got top-notch comedians. And Norton's like, who? And he just listed off some of these names. And he goes, and then Jim said some line about how he's allergic to laughing. It will kill him. And
but they do. They blurt out these names. It's like, who the fuck are you? Who are you? Who the fuck are you?
Yeah, I don't know.
Where's my comedy?
Where's the McDonald's clip?
Oh, well, do you want the beating or her talking about it? Because there's a lot of things
I don't really know because I really have not followed this story.
Yeah, she.
It's out of Boston. I know that, right?
No, actually,
wasn't that one out of Boston?
Baltimore.
Oh,
Baltimore.
I don't even know where the fuck it happened.
Yeah, and she was in the bathroom, right?
Sure.
And
as a what?
As a woman.
Woman with a dick?
I don't know if the thing has a vagina or not.
Okay.
And she's in the bathroom, and I think one of the girls accused her of looking at her mans, and then said that you look like a man, and just proceeded to start beating the shit out of him, her, whatever it is, kicking in the head, dragging by the hair, the wig comes off, and then pulling by the hair, kicking in the head, until this transgender person went into a seizure at the front door. And that's when the guy that was videoing the melee, who worked at McDonald's, said, "Oh, you better get out of here. The cops is coming. You better get out of here." So they fired him for videoing it and not leaving or not helping.
Why would you help when two?
Well, one fat woman tried to step in and help, but that was to no avail.
Right.
It's just this fucking, like I always say behave, but just fucking behave. And so many of these things turned up. I watched a street melee in San Francisco, I guess it was, where some bitch got fucking bashed in the head with a high heel, and she's bleeding profusely. Her tits are hanging out. They're in the street fighting. It's just some ignat shit going on.
It's great stuff to check out.
Chuck E. Cheese. On a nightly basis, I look at nothing but fast food beatdowns. It's great.
It's like an epidemic, you think?
Yeah, it is.
Why?
It's something that's just happening because some people don't know how to just behave and have patience. When you're in a McDonald's, you're not getting the best service. I'm sorry, McDonald's, you're just not. So sometimes your food order gets fucked. You're around people that annoy you, but you just get your shit and you leave eventually. But there are some people that just can't deal with waiting in line, dealing with a staff that might have forgotten something. It instantly turns into this violence. It goes from yelling this horrid shit to just throwing shit and then to punching. That's pretty much the chain of events I see when I watch the 1,000 of these that I have watched.
Have you been in a McDonald's recently?
I've not been in a McDonald's probably since the NEW days.
Oh, yeah.
It's got to be 10 years, at least.
I went in one recently just to film some shit.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, Ant, I was amazed.
Yeah.
By the clientele.
Well, they do.
Because when I was growing up, it was a different McDonald's.
It was families, suburban families would go there. I had a McDonald's in my neighborhood, and, it was a big deal when when Mom and Dad would go, "Hey kids, we're going to McDonald's," and we'd hop in the car, and Dad would call me a faggot because I'd bring my little puppet that he called a doll, and we'd drive to McDonald's. And
was it a Barbie doll?
No. I had made it. It was a puppet. It was a marionette that didn't have strings yet. I was working on it.
You made it from scratch?
Yeah.
Was it from a kit?
No. I just took some like fucking cloth and
that's weird
and shit. And well, I wanted to make a marionette.
A little strange.
I wanted to make a marionette. You ever see them?
I know.
And then you make the X with the wood.
Right.
And then you attach the little strings to the hands and the head and the legs, and he moves around. But if you don't have the strings, then I think my dad was right. It is just what amounts to a doll.
So why didn't you get the strings?
Well, lazy. Well, I know.
And what was the name of your marionette?
I'm a kid.
What was the name of the marionette?
I'm not sure it had a name yet. And it was just kind of a thing.
Did he throw it out the window?
Yeah, I think he did. He did kind of toss it, and well, he didn't want me to grow up to be a fag. Opie, I would have been a fag if I would have had that marionette that he said was a doll.
Right.
Yeah, so we hop in the car, go to McDonald's
without your marionette.
Without my marionette,
he threw that on Jericho Turnpike.
You're not taking that fucking doll with you. Mom, Joey, let him take it. It's a puppet. It's not a puppet. It's a doll. Shut the fuck up, Ro. We're all going to McDonald's. Wow, he said McDonald's. I was happy for 2 seconds until we hopped in the Rambler. Then we're like, oh, here it comes again. Here it comes again. More yelling and screaming. Yeah.
What happened at McDonald's? Nice little family
Well, it was
outing?
a family thing, yeah.
When you used to get your fast food and go to a beach, that was a Long Island thing to do.
I guess
did you sit in the McDonald's?
I did that, but as a family thing, before I got older, you'd just sit at McDonald's and eat. But then afterwards, when you get a little older, you would do that.
What was your favorite fast food joint growing up?
McDonald's.
Mine was Kentucky Fried Chicken.
McDonald's. No, it was...
Kentucky Fried Chicken was number one, and then
Burger King kind of sparked up.
Burger King was a tastier, right?
Yeah, that charbroiled thing. But then
they were tastier.
But then growing up to the point where, like, you hit 18, you start drinking, it's all about Taco Bell.
Right.
It was not Taco Bell. Holy shit, Jack in the Box.
White Castle. What's wrong with you?
Jack in the Box, dude. You get your breakfast Jack. Or you get your Jack tacos that look like they were filled with baby shit.
Yeah, what was that shit?
What was that? That was the furthest thing from meat.
Thank God you were too drunk to give a fuck what that stuff really was.
And then whatever you didn't finish, you threw against the window of the fucking Jack in the Box.
You know what that was?
And drove away.
I know what it was.
What?
They had homeless guys in the back that pre-chewed the food before they put it in that shit.
And spit it into the fucking...
They spit it into a big vat, and then you had a Jack in the Box worker scoop it up with a ladle and make your, what was it called?
The taco, right? Just the...
I guess.
Yeah.
With that mystery
taco meat. And then there was, when Roy Rogers first opened up, the clientele, not the clientele, the people that work there had to dress in cowboy hats and Roy Rogers uniforms, and had to actually, when you came up to the counter, they had to say, howdy, partner. And then when you left, they gave you a bag and they had to say, happy trails. It just reminded me of fucking Hamilton in Fast Times.
Sure.
It's all prepared the same way. Why don't you have a trout dog?
Were you an Arby's guy?
I liked Arby's because there was an Arby's by the drive-in movie theater in Comac.
Wow.
And we used to go there, and I liked Arby's until my sister had a tummy ache, and we all ate Arby's, and then she threw up in the car during
that'll ruin it
during
forever.
I believe Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. and she threw up in the car, and it totally put me off of Arby's for the rest of my life.
That was it.
Yeah. And yeah. But the McDonald's was, like you said, it was predominantly, especially where we were from, very suburban, very white. There was never violence at McDonald's, ever. And now they really are catering to a lot of ethnicity, a lot of Africa. I think they cater too much to African Americans, McDonald's. Which if I was African American, I'd be very angry that they're trying to pump you full of horrid food that gives you nothing but obesity and diabetes. But they're catering to... they even have this special secret site, something 360.
Black
and it's all about diversity at McDonald's. And
I think it's black365.com.
Is that it?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, I read that on a site. Yes, Iraq.
There's a lot of McDonald's ads now where they're just sponsoring big like soul and R&B festivals and religious events.
Essence Music Festival, sponsored by McDonald's and Coca-Cola. What's on McDonald's menu for the 2011 Essence Music Festival? Like, McDonald's has completely gone black. And
seems that way.
You know, if you want to market that way, that's fine. But then you got to go with the repercussions of some people that I guess have grown up impoverished and disillusioned and strike out in certain ways. I love the families they're showing on this fucking webpage. What kind of stuff is going on there? I don't think I've seen any of that in my life.
By the way, the Boston thing was two chicks fighting over pancake syrup at Denny's.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Over the syrup.
Over the syrup.
What is 365 Black? At McDonald's, we believe that African-American culture and achievement should be celebrated 365 days a year, not just during Black History Month. That idea, that's the idea behind 365black.com. It's a place where you can learn more about education, employment, career advancement, and entrepreneurship opportunities, and meet real people whose lives have been touched by McDonald's.
How is your life touched by a McDonald's?
Heart attack, stroke, diabetes, obesity. Plus, you can also have a chance to win an exciting once-in-a-lifetime opportunities. Some opportunities, I guess you can win. So make sure you visit often. You just might get inspired. There's words like inspired and diversity and but meanwhile, it's a beatdown going down. Every video I see, there's never any inspirational moments going on. There's beatdowns.
Is that Nick Cannon? Did he graduate from McDonald's college?
McDonald's U?
Because he's got a diploma and he's got that cap and gown on. I want to see one video of inspiration from this website.
Yeah, where's some inspiration?
Do they have a video section?
There's a basketball at the bottom of the page. Look at this. And basketball slides in. They don't really have it. Check out what's new at McDonald's. No, McDonald's.
I want an inspirational video, damn it.
Well, the only videos I could seem to find are ads for McDonald's, which I'm sure star African-American families and people.
What's in the opportunities section? McDonald's, the brand of opportunity.
Hang on.
And there's a young African-American gentleman dressed in a suit.
Oh, that's from the other thing.
Oh, that's the beatdown.
Oh, that's the...
That's what you... Oof.
That's a bowling for behave video.
Yes. That guy's it just says opportunity. Oh, and then there's a video.
Okay.
McDonald's. That's where we get some of our favorite foods, like hamburgers, premium chicken, McGriddles, and, of course, the fries.
Yeah.
But we'd like to give you a deeper look into our corporation to see all of the business opportunities going on under the arches.
Our corporate diversity goals help build skills for professional development, allowing employees to achieve high levels of success within our company.
At McDonald's, we know that education is the key to success.
Vice President of U.S. Marketing Strategy is a black guy. All right, now it makes sense.
And many of our individual franchisees provide college scholarships. We also proudly support programs such as the United Negro College Fund and the Thurgood Marshall College Fund.
Thurgood Marshall.
The entrepreneurial spirit is part of our community. More than 1,200 McDonald's restaurants are owned and operated by African Americans.
They look like black zombies.
Jackie and I
they're horrible readers.
The National Black McDonald's Operators Association.
National Black McDonald's Operators
generate billions of dollars in sales every year in our McDonald's restaurants.
Speaking of dollars, McDonald's also spends hundreds of millions with African American suppliers and vendors. My name is Erin Johnson, and I work for Baldwin Richardson Foods Company. We have been a supplier of ice cream toppings and dipping sauces to McDonald's since 1998.
Wow.
McDonald's is your neighborhood restaurant. We make sure we understand.
It's not a restaurant.
No, it's not a restaurant.
It's a fast food joint that make each person special and unique.
A restaurant.
Our
I'll show you to your table,
our
sir.
restaurants reflect the people we serve every day. So you see why we proudly say that McDonald's is deeply rooted in the community, 365 days a year.
In person. In person. In person. In person.
Keep fucking that chicken.
Yeah, keep fucking that chicken.
It's not a restaurant.
A restaurant.
restaurant.
Wow, they have a black McDonald's owners fucking organization?
I don't know about you, but when I go to a restaurant, I'm not sitting next to a homeless guy that's taking a nap.
No.
Because he knows he could get away with it in the McDonald's.
Any restaurant, I expect to hear, come this way, and you follow someone with menus. That's a restaurant to me.
Right.
Not just, walk up and point at the fucking board and have some inept asshole behind the counter push buttons with pictures of the fucking food on it because you can't add.
Sure. And if your chair doesn't move, it's not a restaurant.
Yeah, it doesn't move if you can't slide your chair in and out.
If you can't pull the chair out for your date, it's not a restaurant.
It's all plastic and bolted to the floor.
I smell bed. I think we got a bed going here.
That is not a fucking restaurant.
I don't see an appetizer menu.
No. They never ask you, would you like to have dessert when you're finished?
A light board. If you order off of a light board,
it's board.
It's not
you look up, and if you could order just by numbers, I'll have a 6.
Whoa.
If no one says you're
Chinese restaurants.
Yeah.
You can order by numbers, and you are
true.
sitting, and it sort of looks like a restaurant.
Yeah, but I think that falls under it has to meet this criteria for what makes McDonald's a restaurant too.
Right.
So I think if you walk in and it's not like a last name followed by party of and then a number.
Yeah. No restaurant there.
If you're using plastic utensils, it's not a restaurant.
You cannot call up McDonald's and make a reservation.
Right. If you have to go and get your own soda, it's not a restaurant. We could do this all day.
Of course.
If your dessert comes in a cardboard package.
Vince from Bayonne, there's no drive-thru at a restaurant.
Yep.
If there's bulletproof glass, it's not a restaurant. Kevin from Connecticut, bravo, sir.
Career development, entrepreneurship, education.
Nate Sack, is that how you say it? I always fuck up your name.
Yeah, that's good enough.
All right. Any place where you would rather eat in the bathroom is not a restaurant.
If you can accidentally throw away your tray, it's not a restaurant.
Right. Even better, if you got to fucking throw your own garbage away, it's not a restaurant.
Shit away.
Right.
If you don't trust me with a bottle of ketchup, it's not a restaurant. If I have to pump ketchup like I'm siphoning gas.
No kidding.
I love the ketchup.
Yeah, how valuable is that stupid ketchup? Just fucking let it pour.
Who made that move? Some manager somewhere is like,
pump into those tiny little plastic things.
We're losing a lot of ketchup bottles. We should do something about it.
I said if you have to pour your own soda, right? We did that one.
Yeah.
If it has a salad bar, it's not a restaurant.
Nah, restaurants have salad bar.
Is there any other good ones coming in?
No plates, no utensils.
If the dining area smells like mop water, it's not a restaurant.
It always does.
That's Dom in Buffalo.
Holy shit.
Good luck to your Sabres, by the way, sir.
Oh.
If you have to pump your condiments, we kind of did that one onto your food. It's not a restaurant.
If you could win a free food item, it's not a restaurant.
Yeah, no restaurant I've been in has ball pits.
I don't go to a restaurant to play the McDonald's game. I fucked up my own shit. The Monopoly game.
If your salt and pepper's wrapped in paper, it's not a restaurant. It's not a restaurant if you can use coupons. If there's a retard cleaning your table, it's not a restaurant. Paul H. in Connecticut, very good. The floor is mopped while you eat. It's not a restaurant.
Yeah, I love that when the retard brings the mop around, trying to shove some shit in your mouth.
If you got to pay first, it's not a restaurant. Why do we?
I was gonna say, if my change gets dispensed to me through a machine, it's not a restaurant either.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about? Where you get your bills back, but then there's like the magic change machine.
Yeah, the change ride.
If
it comes down and goes, wee.
If the change comes down a slide, it's not a restaurant.
How fucking dumb do your workers have to be like, you know what? We just got to get one of those fucking change machines. They just can't get this right.
Jamie from Puerto Rico. If you have to ask the manager for the where'd it go? For the bathroom keys, it's not a restaurant. If you could order a meal with a toy, Chris in Buffalo. Okay, good, Tom. Tom at PA. If your spoon and fork are one and the same, it's not a restaurant.
Yeah. If you have that spork.
Please drive around. McDonald's, may I help you?
Oh, God. No one wears a headset. At a restaurant.
Not true.
Really? Where?
Not true.
Well, you want
to busy restaurant. I've seen like hosts with headsets on.
Really?
They need to be in communication.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
By me.
Matt in Iowa. If there's shit all over the bathroom walls, it's not a restaurant. There's a good one.
Yeah, if there's like a changing station in the bathroom, it's not a real restaurant.
Ryan, Virginia. If the fanciest thing on the menu is filet of fish, it's not a restaurant.
If there's 2 restaurants in one building, it's not a restaurant. Yeah, I love the combo fucking Subway, KFC.
Baskin Robbins is guilty of that shit.
They do the
what happened to Baskin Robbins where they said, hey, man, we'll just take a tiny piece of your place, please.
Yeah.
Let us sell our shit in the corner.
Just some ice cream in the corner.
If there's an indoor playground, it's not a restaurant.
How about those triple ones where it's like the KFC, Pizza Hut, and Taco Bell?
Oh, yeah. That's the shiznit right there.
How about if you could buy food at a Target? That's not a restaurant. If you're eating at a place that sells furniture, that's not a restaurant, Travis.
How about Spike in Florida? If there's a garbage can in the dining room, it's not a restaurant.
If you're fueling up while eating.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, the restaurant.
Yeah.
Right.
Hamburger.
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 That's it.
Hamburger.
Burger.
Shucky ducky quack
Quack, quack.
Shucky ducky quack quack.
I'll have the shucky ducky quack, quack, and a hamburger. Oof. Yeah.
If a disgruntled black chick who is chewing gum, I guess, says, "Can I take Yo Oda?" It's not a restaurant.
Yo Oda.
Yo Oda. That's Matt.
I just.
If you're served on a plastic tray, did we do the tray thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there have been some tray.
Heat lamps.
How about if like the majority of the menu is $1? It's not a restaurant.
Yeah.
I got a perfect way to end this.
Yeah.
Steve, you in Buffalo. If E-Rock is eating there, it's not a restaurant.
Oh, damn, E-Rock. Thought he was unscathed through this one. Unscathed.
Almost made it, E-Rock. Almost made it.
E-Rock's a Wendy's boy anyway. Everybody knows that.
Wendy's is good. It's not fast food. It's good food fast.
Oh, all right. Chris is a little confused by you today, Anthony.
Why?
Chris on Long Island. He'll explain.
All right.
Well, let me see if I got this right. First, they're shiftless, lazy, no work, and drains on society. But then we get a place that's going to give them a job, and you bitched about that, too.
Well, the job thing, as I see it, is, I don't know. I think it's a way to get some free food. That's what I see a lot of people. I'm not talking just black people. I'm talking whoever gets a job at McDonald's. It's kind of like, I get some free food. You know what I mean?
No.
And the service sucks. And the service stinks.
He just goes, no.
You go in there and the service, if I hear, may I hit you, I'm like, I'm just fucked. I'm going to be standing here forever.
Where the hell? I mean, actually, I know where you live. I've been to your house for cars with your brother. But what fucking McDonald's do you go to? Because all my McDonald's don't have these people there.
I haven't been there in quite some time.
Okay.
I go to the McDonald's on YouTube. Those are the best ones to go to because that's where all the beatdowns happen. And I love watching a good beatdown.
Well, I'm going to get my oatmeal McDonald's. Take care, boys.
All right, Chris. He almost didn't get the invite back to your house there.
That's right.
He was pushing it a little bit.
Watch
I think. I got to go back to Flavor Flav for a second because I just checked my my email.
Oh, did he email you?
No, but Don Wicklund did.
Oh, Wiki.
Wiki was in charge of the channel back then.
Oh, that's right.
For the Flavor Flav thing, when he hijacked our little Halloween show. Was it Halloween?
Yes.
Halloween show.
Halloween.
Yes.
I don't even know because we didn't get to do half the shit we wanted.
No, we didn't.
Don writes, by the way, I had to pay his bar tab for his 65 family members.
Wow.
You want to guess how much that was? Actually, the number is not that outrageous.
Cavassier.
$4,200. That was on XM's dime.
Was it they actually paid? That wouldn't happen now.
No, Don had to pay.
Yeah, but...
Oh, I see what you're saying.
But like he was reimbursed by XM.
I doubt it.
Really? I bet he was, but nowadays that would never happen.
Nowadays they would say, well...
They'd be like, why'd you pay?
Right.
Fuck you paid it.
Right.
Fuck you, pay me.
Kind of like that. I kind of like that restaurant bit we just did.
Yeah, I like that.
Off the cuff. A lot of off the cuff stuff today.
Oh, why not?
Podiums and...
Podiums.
It's not a restaurant if.
Podiums.
We got Lydia from Oceanside. Lydia.
Uh-oh.
What is this?
Good morning.
Oh, Flavor Flav takes over Halloween 2006.
Damn, yo.
This is almost 5 years ago. I call it 4.5 years ago. Are these clips good, or you just scrambled and grabbed some shit?
No, that's good.
This is good shit. And you want to run through this?
I'm flabbergasted by how quickly those years are flying by.
You want to run through this?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, we'll take a break and run through the flavor. But Lydia's going to explain transsexual, transvestite, transgender, and hermaphrodite, right?
Yes.
All right, Lydia.
All right, go.
Our resident shrink.
A transvestite is someone who wears the clothes of the opposite gender. It has nothing to do with their sexuality.
Right.
So, like, you're a dude, you still have your dick, and you're wearing, like, dresses from, like, the 50s. Because that's what I see on the streets in New York.
But a transvestite isn't necessarily a gay guy, right?
You could be married with children in the privacy of your own home where your wife works.
Sure you can. Stop it. If you're a guy putting panties and a dress on, I say gay.
You're sucking dick.
There are many men who find it very comforting to wear women's underwear, but aren't totally heterosexual.
Why is it comforting? Besides the softness of the penis.
I would just be like, wow, it gives me a boner.
Right.
There'd be no like, it makes me feel pretty or dainty. I would just be like, wow, this fucking silky material rubbing on my weenie gives me a boner.
There's a reason why underwear is just horrible material. It's to keep the boners down.
Right. Yeah, that's what the cotton's all about.
Man, you slide up against a nice silky number.
Silky shit, you're just walking around with a rod all day long.
That she's wearing, and fuck, man. How do you not get a boner?
With zero absorption, too, so your piss is like 10 minutes after you take a piss, you're feeling drips on your kneecap. You fucking, God forbid you shoot a load, then put those on. Mm-hmm. There's nothing getting absorbed in.
How do women keep the duty off their thongs?
I don't think they do. It's just such a thin strip.
You don't think they...
I've seen some things.
They change a lot. Yeah, I've seen some things.
For the most part...
I've been in the shit.
Can you imagine what...
I've been in the nom. I've been in country.
Now you gotta open your mind a little bit, because it's going to sound a little weird, and I want to acknowledge that. But can you imagine that somehow the fashion statement is guys wear thongs? What that would look like at the end of the day?
Oh, God. Oh.
I drop off my laundry. I try not to make eye contact with the woman, because just the shit that she has to clean up now. Can you imagine if she had to clean up shit-stained thongs?
It's just horrible. You don't want to...
I don't know how they keep
I always
the duty
tip
off.
Her. Always tip.
I think... you always tip.
You got to.
I think I think girls... maybe they're a little cleaner maybe back there from
I don't know,
lack of any hair, and then they just maybe they change. Maybe there's that string can stay so still up there at that ass crack that the underwear isn't moving around to make it look bigger than it actually is. And
do they have an extra bone back there?
Oh, to hold it away from the bunghole?
Yeah.
It's like fucking like a suspension bridge over the bunghole.
This is like kind of a speed bump.
Yeah, something that just levitates the thong material so it doesn't really touch the bung.
So it doesn't touch the duty.
It's all about the butt hairs.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. I think it's all about the butt hairs.
Lydia,
and they're not sitting like grunting on the bowl from
Jesus.
you know.
Have you ever seen any of your girls shit?
No.
I don't know how they do it. When do they do this shit?
They do it.
They do. I know they do it. I'm not stupid.
Well, I would say they forget to flush it.
I've never
I know that girl's shit. I'm saying they leave it in the bowl.
Never a smell, never a hint.
I've never
that
seen
any of that shit goes
It
down.
is funny as fuck when you walk in one day, though, and there's a little milk dud floating in there. And you're like,
There's always little rabbit droppings.
Someone missed. Someone missed.
Looks like someone spilled their junior mints into the toilet.
All right, so transvestite is basically a guy with a dick wearing a dress, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Is there a lot of women that do the transvestite thing?
Not that I know of.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
It doesn't seem to be a woman thing.
But what's the transgender?
But, I mean, we glossed over this. I said this, but then we had too much going on here. I'm not kidding. When I see the transvestites walking around New York City, why do they pick clothes from, like, the early 50s? Some horrible...
It is like I Love Lucy dresses.
Yeah, some outdated dress.
Yeah.
If you're going to dress like a fucking chick, wouldn't you pick a fashion from what's happening now?
I think a lot of the transvestites that you see around the city are also transgender, meaning that they are also interested in being another gender and perhaps a pre-op. Most transvestites, you never see them wearing women's clothes because they do it behind closed doors.
But once again, you're a guy with a dick, and then you decide, I need to be a chick that looks like I'm from the 50s. I don't get it. When you try to be a hot, fucking sexy chick with whatever the hell is fashionable?
You'd have to ask a gay guy about that. I don't get that myself.
All right, so the transgender, and then the transsexual is the one where they had the operation, right?
Or wish to have the operation.
Wish to have the operation.
You don't actually have to have the operation to be transsexual. You can want to have the operation and be pre-op and be a transsexual.
And what are you?
I'm all female.
You're all woman, aren't you there, Lydia?
All women.
You're all woman.
All fucking woman.
I don't know.
I'm trying to look up the article on Chaz Bono because it was in the paper yesterday. We couldn't get to it. We were too busy.
Yeah.
There's some weird shit going on. I think they're going to do a documentary on, is it OWN? It might be OWN, Ant.
Yes, on the Oprah Winfrey network.
And she's taking us through her transformation. She's now.
Thank God.
She's
for
now
that.
Charlie, right?
Thank God. Chaz. It's just Chaz.
Anyhow, guys, I just wanted to clarify.
Oh, well, I guess you got
fuck us running.
Huh?
Well, I guess you're busy. You're a busy gal today, huh?
I'm trying to find.
Busy lady.
I'm trying to find something.
I'm so sorry.
Do you know if this person at the McDonald's had a penis or was completely?
I actually don't know anything about that. I'm feeling really guilty for taking my twins to McDonald's now after listening.
Why do you feel guilty?
And by your twins, you mean those giant tits of yours, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
Right, and the boys.
Those big implants.
Those givers of life.
Yeah, I'm going to have to keep them out of McDonald's now.
I just find that so odd that a shrink got implants. I think of that sometimes and think like that's like that to me says that you have a self-image problem, but instead of dealing with it mentally and through, just having self-confidence, and you had to do something physically to make people look at you differently or feel that people are looking at you differently.
Well, wait till I get my facelift.
Are you doing a facelift?
Oh, are you?
Well, not anytime soon, but definitely planning for the future.
Oh boy,
that facelift is very rough. You gotta make sure you get the right person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Otherwise, they could really do some damage.
Yeah, I've seen it.
How are the tits though? They turned out good.
Oh yeah, they're holding up very nicely. I'll come in and show you guys one day.
Will you show us the whole thing though?
We want to see areola.
Yeah, we want to see the nipples.
I'll tell you what. I'll prove that Jewish girls have nipples that have color.
Oh, really?
Look, all right. Then maybe it was the one I was with.
Well, yours are fake.
But the nipples are still real.
That conversation horrified a few people, but I stand by it that the Jewish girls in general don't really have nipples that you could really see.
Yeah.
They have nipples, but they blend into the skin color to a point it looks creepy.
I think you were with a defective Jew, Opie.
And I'm basing this on one Jewish girl that I dated sort of until her mom realized I wasn't a Jew.
That'll do it.
And then I was done. No more Opster.
Get out of here, you Gentile.
Right.
And that was their mistake, for sure.
Brand new production by D-Boy? All right, Lydia, come on in and show us your big Jewish titties.
All right, guys, have a great day.
Hey, is the Passover thing finally over?
It's over, finally.
Because I want to get my damn camera, but the Jew had, closed up shop for a week.
Yeah, they close up.
I think B&H should be open again.
Today?
It should be, yep.
Yeah,
I think yesterday was the last day.
All right, right on. The Jews are back working finally.
Jews are in business.
Thank you, Lydia.
You can buy your diamonds and electronics.
Hey, someone wants to talk to you really fast.
Okay.
We have time for this.
Sure.
You're on with Lydia.
Hi, Lydia. It's Erwin. Remember me?
Irving. Irving, you don't remember your own name.
Well, he's a bit older now. But Irving was the guy that kind of, molested you when you were younger,
That's
Lydia?
Right.
He
you guys don't forget his name, do you?
Well, Irving, you want to explain to everybody?
Well, Lydia used to wear this really pretty bathing suit, and I used to like to look at her, and I know the reason why Lydia got fake titties.
Yeah?
Because she doesn't want to be a little girl anymore. That makes her feel like a grown-up, and then she can forget her past when she was so special to me.
Jesus.
That's excellent psychoanalysis.
That is a little creepy. You were wearing that sexy bathing suit, though. That's what did it, right?
That's right. My 8-year-old body just turned him on.
It was your fault for wearing the sexy bathing suit.
That's what the judge said.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I hear you.
Her little ass cheeks would hang out, and she would tease me on purpose.
All right, guys, it's been a blast.
Wait, don't go. You know we're back together again.
You want to relive this?
This always makes Lydia hang up by
Yeah.
Exactly.
She likes to play hard to get. This is what she did when she was 8. Don't do it again.
Oh, Lydia can't handle that.
Lydia doesn't like that.
Irving, you're going to have to call when Uncle Paul's in. Oh, we lost Irving? Okay.
I think he hung up. Oh, my God.
So we'll do this production piece into break.
That's great. Netflix looking great pre-market there, by the way, Danny.
Is it?
Down $16.25.
Well, nothing I could do.
Is that good or bad for you guys?
Pretty bad.
Pretty bad?
Yeah, you know, why would stock go up with a huge earnings report?
Because they decided next quarter might not be as good as this quarter that just blew away everything.
When you're going to be the #1 subscribed to service, period.
Yeah.
Then your stock should take a 5% dump, obviously.
I don't know what happened either. But, whatever.
What are you going to do?
Yeah.
Lose money.
Lose some money.
Lose money, okay.
What are you going to do? Lose money?
Lose money.
Right, good point.
Awful all day. Want to punch people in the fucking face.
All right, good point.
It is just awful, man.
Lots to do when we get back. Flavor audio.
Flav.
From the big hijack that happened 4.5 years ago. Wow. Fuck. And then we got most annoying 30 seconds. We got the finalists right in front of us here.
Oh, yeah.
And we got this right now, though.
Sheriff, it looks like we found another body.
This is the third one this week.
I think it's about time we call in the FBI.
Somewhere out there, a killer is on the loose.
Why, yes, Sheriff. I have been following that story in the papers.
It used to be such a peaceful little town.
And there's only one man who can catch him.
Now, don't you worry. I'm going to send my best man down there to help you in your investigation.
But he was busy.
Here comes fucking ferret face. Whatever. All right, Agent Voss. Someone's out there murdering innocent women. I want you to go down there and assist the local sheriff. You're one of the bad. Get down there and help the sheriff.
How could he be a profiler? His vocabulary is so bad. Yeah, but no one listened.
This summer, the Opie and Anthony Show presents a comedy about an idiotic comedian pretending to be an FBI agent.
So you work a lot of murders before?
Now we're doing mainly a lot on terrorists and terrorist-type threats and stuff like that. But, back in the day, it was more murders.
What are some of the cases you worked on?
Seattle, the Green River. What do you call it? Look, I can't talk a lot about it. I don't get this much in detail.
Starring Jim Norton.
He just keeps saying profilers, other profilers, profile.
And Rich Voss.
Great minds think alike. Oh, my God.
The Profiler. Coming to a theater nowhere near you or anyone else. Thank baby Jesus.
Attention anglers, still convinced that fishing is a sport? Well, renowned sportsman James Norton presents the ultimate cure for your delusion.
How smart do you have to beat this animal psychologically? What a dumb animal the fish is.
Introducing Fishing is Not a Sport, you douche.
It's not a sport. It's not a sport. Go in the water with your fists and punch the fish. That's a sport. You're standing in a fucking boat. It's not a sport. You have a hook and the fish has nothing but hunger.
This collection is presented on 9 full-length, high-fidelity the audio cassettes and will thoroughly convince you that your leisure activity is a colossal waste of time.
You and some other jizz bucket in fucking waders and a big gut standing there in 10-degree water drinking Pabst Blue Ribbon trying to hook some asshole fish. You're not a sportsman. You're not out there sporting.
Despite what you may think, fishing is not a battle of wits.
It's not stacked equally between a dumb fucking fish who has been doing the same thing since dinosaurs were shitting all over Manhattan. Do you understand? That fish was no smarter when a Tyrannosaurus was shitting on 70th Street and Broadway.
Put down that stupid fishing pole and pick up your copies of Fishing is Not a Sport, You Douche, narrated by James Norton.
I'm just letting you know, you're not a sportsman.
Sirius XM, the virus. Yeah, this is the Opie and Anthony Show. Damn it.
Yeah. 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 What is this? It is the Beastie Boys? What song?
She's crafty.
Oh, yeah. I don't know without the words. All right, Opie and Anthony. And remember I was talking about the Chaz story?
I'm throwing on my West Side gang signs. Hold on.
Wow, you could do that shit?
West Side, West Side.
How do you fucking...
You gotta go West Side, West Side.
Is that it?
Yeah, you're West Side. Tuck that thumb in, though, yo. You don't want to be like fucking West Side with a thumb. That might get you shot or something.
But what about my deformed pinky? Does that fuck up the gang sign? Look at that tiny pinky of mine.
Yeah, it's kind of West Side. I don't know.
It's a weak West Side.
West Side.
So you got this Chastity Bono, right? This is from yesterday. And just really quickly, because some of this stuff in this article creeped me out a little bit. I guess there's going to be a documentary on OWN about Chastity Bono, who was the
Oprah Winfrey Network?
Oprah Winfrey Network. Yes.
Yeah.
Our old boss works there, you know.
Of course, yes.
Unrecognizable at this point.
E of the low.
Is unrecognizable.
Why? Because he looks all happy and young and
he's
healthy.
I would love to know how much weight he dropped since leaving XM.
AIDS?
No.
He's a healthy weight loss.
He is bought into the Oprah, lifestyle thing.
He stopped drinking.
Even though Oprah herself decided to stay fat.
Yeah.
Everyone around her gets healthier for some reason.
Slim and trim.
They get very spiritual, I think.
Well, I think him just leaving satellite radio helped them 1,000%.
Now he runs.
Or maybe it's just us. You ever notice any boss that goes away from us for any length of time just looks great after you see him? You see him a few months later and you're like, wow, that guy looks great. He looks healthy and younger.
I actually saw Ken Stevens.
Ken Stevens he hopped on a boat and just decided to be a pirate.
No joke, after we got him fired and he had to retire early. Sorry.
He was bloated. He had like a red nose. He had rosacea. I don't know what the fuck was going on with him.
Sorry, Ken. But when I was driving through Washington, I stopped and had a steak dinner with the guy. We've talked about this. The guy easily looked 10 years younger.
Oh, yeah.
And that's being safe. It could be close to 15 years younger than when he was working with us. It was unbelievable.
That's what happens when you get the weight of me and you off of someone's back.
True.
They just go like,
I'm waiting for him outside the steak joint. He pulls up in this ridiculous sports car.
Oh, yeah.
Hops out. No beer belly, nothing.
Living the life.
And then you get this Jeremy down the hall who doesn't even want to say hi to us anymore. What the fuck's that about?
I don't know.
He's scared of us.
Well, we got him kind of.
We used to be really close with the guy. He works here, and he could barely wave hi to us.
What happens when you get people thrown out of their paying gig?
Might be onto something. Now you got the Elo, who's dropped easily 50 pounds.
Elo looks
and now wears
too thin right there.
And he wears pink power shirts.
He looks like David Bowie in the 70s.
Wow, really?
What's going on? He looks a little too skinny. I think Elo's dropped a little too much weight.
He changed his lifestyle.
I liked the alcohol bloated. Look at the alcohol
with the Down
bloated
syndrome,
face. With his retard hair.
Sorry.
Remember his retard haircut?
I forgot about that.
Boy,
that's
Oprah
the same guy.
Oprah whipped him into shape.
Look at he's got a horrible double chin. Look at this guy.
His retard hair.
He's got a pelican neck.
Oh, my God.
And now look at him. He almost looks like a GQ model, this fucking
now
guy.
his hair's all gelled nicely.
Gelled, a little spike, just enough.
Yeah.
Just enough to say, hey, I'm happening.
It's like week 3 on American Idol when they just like...
Right.
transform
The makeover, and you're like, was that person even auditioning?
Can you do a split screen? I will tweet that today.
Yeah, definitely do a
Find
split
the best
screen.
pictures, though. Just don't assume those are the two best. Because
that retard fat hair.
Yeah. This is how he looked.
Hair.
This is how he looked when he worked
shit.
as our boss.
Yeah.
He leaves, and he looks like a completely different person.
It looks like $3.80.
Look at. All right.
Oh, you can't open up two browsers at once. Oh my God,
He'll
Travis.
figure that out. So, anyway,
somebody named Mr. Ross that knows how to do that.
Oh, OWN. That's why we're talking about this.
Yes, OWN.
So there's a documentary about Chastity becoming Chaz.
Yeah.
Chastity was just a little girl.
A young girl that wanted a penis, Sam.
Cute little girl. When
they
she
used
was
to
on
drag
TV.
her out. They used to drag her out on that Sonny and Cher nitty-gritty hour variety show.
And she grew up to be a beast.
Yeah.
Nice person, I hear, but she's beastly.
That's what you get when your mom is Cher.
And she's and she's someone that certainly looks much better as a guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, the film...
I think she just looks the same.
No.
I really think she looks the same.
The film begins by introducing viewers to Chaz, who looks every bit like a guy. He has a beautiful live-in girlfriend, Jenny, who's in graduate school and battling alcoholism.
All right.
Nice combo. While trying to figure out how a lesbian ended up having a man for a lover. She's even moved into another bedroom.
Really?
So wouldn't Chaz say, get the fuck out?
Yeah, I would think so.
This is Cher's money and you have nothing to do with this. Go find your own place to fucking sleep.
Exactly.
We learned that Chaz has been on testosterone, hormonal therapy for months. And as a result, ready for this? Now has the beginnings of a beard, muscular arms, and an alarmingly growing gut.
Alarmingly growing gut.
I gotta see this. Chaz is also developing macho man traits such as impatience, aggression, and this creeped me out, and a sex drive that's shifted into overdrive.
Oh, shit.
So that beast wants to fucking lay on top of things now.
You're not taking any hormones there, are you? I've seen you because the beard and...
Who, E-Rock? Or?
Yeah.
No.
And then him getting a little testy and, well, the gut, maybe a little bit.
You shaved your beard, E-Rock.
Yeah, I did.
You did.
What's wrong with you?
It was the day after we fucking went off on the author.
It was actually the day before Easter.
Oh, it was?
Yeah. Wasn't going to fly anymore.
No.
Oh, my God. I would not recognize Elo walking down the street.
That's what I was like.
I would not recognize him
Looks
walking
like
down the
Max
street.
Headroom in that photo.
Look, he's got a chiseled chin now. Look,
yes.
He didn't even have a chin when he worked for XF.
His features are all chiseled and not. And then the other one, he looks like that guy's retarded brother. Like if Elo had a brother that was a retard,
right?
That would be the old Elo.
Now I believe in those commercials, those diet commercials where they show the before and after. Because there's one we do know. We do know that person. It's not twins or anything.
What happened?
That's the
to
same
him?
fucking guy.
Look was a brightness in his eyes that was never there. There was always a dead, dull look in his eyes, lifeless eyes, like a doll's eyes.
How do I do that? How do we tweet that? Do I have to take a picture of that?
God, that's perfect.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think...
All right, you figure that out.
His
if you could
smile
email it
looks
to me,
different.
that'd be great.
He looks like he could be modeling fucking menswear.
It's bizarre. That's the same guy. No wonder he doesn't return my calls
Thank
anymore.
God he got out of here.
Why would he return my calls if that's how he looks
Yeah,
now?
he's working for the richest woman in the world.
The most powerful woman in the world.
He looks great now.
He went from working with us.
Yeah.
Because he didn't really acknowledge the other shows.
No.
Sorry for all the other shows on XM. He didn't really acknowledge any of you guys. So he went from working with us to the most powerful woman in the world.
In the world, and she did a makeover on him. I bet she did a makeover. He never seemed like smart enough to do it himself. Or having the fucking fashion sensibility.
Well, he didn't want to.
No.
He didn't give a fuck what people thought of him.
No, that's just it. I bet she went like, look, mister, could you bring in Eric Logan?
Priceless.
Could you bring in Eric Logan, please? I want to talk to him. Oh, Oprah wants to talk to me. Sit down, Eric. Look, You're a fucking disaster. And I can't have that.
Did he have a hair transplant? Like,
I don't know. His hair looks like
really
different and good and like it fits him well.
Like you can see his cheekbones now.
Look how bloated he was when he worked here.
You can see
just
like
alcohol bloat.
You could see like a chiseled chin. Even his nose looks different. Did he have
like a superhero before they put their superhero costume on?
Did he get a nose job?
I don't know. Look at it. It does look slimmer, doesn't it? But then again, everything does.
And his skin doesn't look as blotchy.
And he's not making that dumb double chin smile.
He used to have blotchy skin.
He had Elton John wig hair. The old Elton John wig when Elton first got a wig. Now, GQ.
I understand why you don't talk to me anymore. Now it's very, very evident. It's obvious. Okay, so we get back to Chaz doing a little documentary for Rome. Since Chaz is the producer of this movie, you might think he would only show himself in the best possible light.
Which is no light at all, by the way.
Right.
See?
And you'd be wrong. In fact, Chaz is not just coming out. He's barreling out after a life of depression, unhappiness, and substance abuse.
Aww.
And he's letting it all literally hang out, from the giant gut to his newly furry backside.
What?
He's happy that his backside's got some fur on it now.
Oh, some hair on that fucking... A hairy ass? Chaz Bono is happy with its hair ass? Wow.
He even takes us with him to have his very large breasts removed.
Whoa.
And then later to a transgender convention. He leaves the convention discouraged because they haven't figured out how to make a functioning penis yet, he says.
That is a
when you have that,
right there.
When you have the, when you have the sex drive that has shifted into overdrive, you need a functioning penis made for you.
Yeah.
Those two go together.
Side by side there.
Well,
I don't think it'll work.
I'm working on Paint here.
What are you, Microsoft
Photoshop.
Paint?
We don't exactly get Photoshop on every computer.
Get anything.
Anthony, and how does Chazzy's girly mom Cher and his stepmom Republican Congresswoman Mary Bono Mack, who both appear in the film, feel about all this? Surprisingly, the Congresswoman is more comfortable with Chaz's new gender than the artsy Hollywood diva.
That isn't surprising at all.
Who still calls Chaz her.
That's not surprising. It came out of her fucking womb.
Yeah, she should have an open mind about that.
The stepmother's kind of just like, fuck it. Who cares what this one does?
Cher is huge in the gay community, so she should have a big-time open mind about this, don't you think?
That's great. I bet you're all for interracial couples, too, right?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm talking about Cher.
No, but I mean, it doesn't bother you, right?
Not really.
Yeah, what if you had a daughter?
I'll deal with it then.
See, that's what I mean. You could preach one thing.
Look.
Open-mindedness, but when it happens to you, you're kind of like...
Is the guy an athlete?
No, he's a thug.
Well, that'd be rough because he's a thug.
What about a mischievous white child that broken into some houses? He's, done some stuff that's bad.
I'd have a problem with that,
But his name is, Chip.
I'd have a problem with that.
Huh? Yeah, would you? Yeah, you'd have a problem with that, I bet. But what
she brings home
a bigger problem?
If she brings home a black athlete, and it's a sport I'm into, fuck yeah, that's cool.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
You would have to go to a white college, though, and just be one of the black athletes that looks awkward walking on campus.
we do have a split on our roads of life, don't we?
We do.
That would be something that
you'd have a major
problem with. I don't have any children.
You would really have a major problem with that?
If I had a daughter and she brought home a black guy.
What if the black guy was how would you?
I'm just
how do I
honest,
explain this to a racist?
I would have a problem with that. And it's not being racist. It's just
No, what if he's just a good guy? Good job. He comes from a good family.
I don't know.
Comes from a good town.
Like I said,
even.
I have no problem with, I walk down the street every day in New York City. You can't not see interracial couples. And it doesn't bother me at all. I'm like, whatever you want to do. But I think in your own personal life, and this I think goes for a lot of guys out there with daughters, they would have a problem. I think they would have a problem still. It's not a problem down the street where you would, in the old days, you'd take a baseball bat to the guy or something. That's not,
It would... I'd have to go with the dumb answer. It would depend on the individual.
Well, that isn't the dumb answer. That's the answer that actually is logical and makes sense because you would want to judge them on their character.
I certainly. Yeah, would it
but
be?
There's such a.
It would be strange, absolutely. But I would definitely go with the individual.
There's still a stigma that puts a kind of puts a bad light on a father if the daughter is dating a black guy. Mm-hmm. There's some the instant thing you think is, well, there's some kind of issue. She's trying to get back at daddy. Like, that's the stereotype. That's the thing that's out there. But I don't know. I would have a problem with it. I don't know why. I can't logically explain it. It's just one of these.
At least you're being honest.
Ingrained things that from my youth, maybe. I don't know.
All right.
I like pale white girls.
Ryan in Buffalo just quoted you. I would have a problem if my daughter brought home a black guy, regardless of the guy, but it's not racist. Anthony.
No, it's not racist. It's racial.
Racial.
It's everything that involves race and every argument that involves race doesn't necessarily make one party or the other racist. That's the fucked society we live in today. We can't discuss race and disagree about race without one party being called a racist. But that's not true.
If she brought home a Flavor Flav type of character,
whoa,
yes. But then this guy, Pete from fuck, I'll give Pete some time. Pete, go ahead.
Pete.
Anthony.
Yes, sir.
What would you do if she brought home like a super white black guy, like say Wayne Brady, or to a lesser extent a Bryant Gumbel?
Bryant Gumbel.
Now, Bryant Gumbel works in my building.
No, because it is
a younger Bryant Gumbel.
You could barely tell he's black at this point.
But it is a race thing. It's weird. It is a race thing. But I'm not saying it's racist. Like, there isn't this hatred of, oh my God, I'd kill her, I'd do this. It's not that. It's just it would make me very uncomfortable, and I would not be as happy as I would if it was a white guy that came on. And I think a lot of parents that have daughters that are with black guys would probably, this is only my own opinion, would probably prefer that she go out with a white guy. I think a lot of people are just, we like animals. We're just animals. I think we kind of like our own type, our own people. That's what we do. Most of our friend groups are like us, right?
Yeah.
Aren't they? They're not like a Sunny D commercial. Our friend groups, or we're usually when I hang out with my friends, it's a bunch of white guys. I'm sure when black guys hang out with their friends, a bunch of black guys, for the most part. I'm not saying every example here.
Well, I'll tell you one of my fears.
Yeah.
What if it's a gay situation?
Okay, the gay. Now you having a son, obviously that's
I would
pressing.
I would absolutely accept that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But my fear is that I would have to
again the black guy.
No, I would now have to fast forward a bunch of years. Now I'm hanging out in gay places. You know what I mean? That's what I have this fucking dream of.
What would you have to do?
I know I would accept it. I have no doubt about that.
Right.
I really would. But then the part about it that would be weird is, now having to hang out in gay places.
Like why? Because he's having a party or something?
Oh, yeah, whatever your kid does as he's growing up.
Yeah.
All of a sudden you're at a gay pizza party. I don't know, whatever. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's when I'd feel really fucking uncomfortable.
Now, what about dinner at the family, right? And there's a holiday dinner, and him and the boy, and I'm not even saying name. I'm using generic, just him being being whatever. It's the generic son of anybody we're talking about here.
Gotcha.
Is sitting at the table, and rubbing the back. That would be very uncomfortable to watch, I think.
I completely agree with you.
Yeah.
But I would,
And you would sit there thinking, because all your dreams and wishes for your child are sometimes your own dreams and wishes or your dreams and wishes for the best of them. So I believe it would be like, okay, he plays sports, he's got the pretty girlfriend, the later on there's the marriage, the kids, the whole thing, grandkids for you, and like that whole thing. And all that gets shot to shit because he loves cock.
Right.
Like that, to me, would disappoint the parent, no matter how open-minded they are.
Yeah. When you want a real answer, or should I be a shock jock?
Yeah.
I just want happiness for my
well,
kid.
of course. I think everybody says that, but there is a certain...
Because I know, I wish I was happier growing up. I really do. So when you're a parent...
You wanted to be gay?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe happy.
No. But I just want happiness for the kid.
Yeah.
Or the kids. Yeah, in the end.
In the end?
In the end.
You meant
in the end.
You meant finally. Oh, okay, I get it.
That's that. When you're a parent, that's in the end. That's all you care about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you do.
Oh, do I
hope?
Do I hope it's quote normal existence?
Right. You would prefer
what I'm used to.
Yeah.
Of course, every parent would say the same fucking thing.
And that's all I'm really getting
course.
to. Is there's a preference?
But you would adjust
as to what you would want your child to hook up with. And for a daughter that I think that a man is raised for years and years, and then comes home with,
I'll tell you,
Laquan, you might go like, oh, okay. You're not instantly going to be like, hey, great, pleasure to meet you. You're going to be like, what are my friends going to think? It's going to be very selfish, all that, I think, and I'll agree with that. But it's just one of those things.
And now I go back to your original question.
Yeah.
The sex change thing, I would be out of my mind about.
Oh, well, that would be a little much. Wow. Wow.
That's when I'm completely, I'd be accepting, but wow.
Unless the kid's like cute and could pull it off.
If you could pull it off, certainly.
Because you don't want an ugly tranny.
But I got a prominent Adam's apple.
Adam's apple.
So if he has that,
game over right there.
Game over. How are you going to shave that shit down?
You got to look.
Mine's pointy.
The guy's got to have no Adam's apple.
You know how many scabs I've gotten right there at that
from
exact
shaving?
point?
Yeah, right at the point. Ow.
I have to pull.
That hurt.
You know what I do? Because it's so prominent, I have to pull my skin to the side.
And just do it to the side.
And then shave it. Then I push it all the way to the left and shave it.
That's it. Best not fuck with that.
Because I was sick of having a scab in the middle of my neck every 3 days. All right. Where were we? So Chaz thing. So you're not surprised that Cher's not more open about this? Cher's a freak, though, man.
No, I'm not that surprised. Tell you the truth, I could see.
I mean,
that.
you're not surprised.
Yeah, I could see her because it's her kid, and that's what the point we were getting at. How can Ant not be racist when he said? Sorry, I was just reading some.
Oh, you want this one?
Yeah, because a couple of people are getting on this. Yeah, only as
Jay in Georgia. Jay.
Hi, Jay.
Hey, Jay. Hey, man. Coming from a black guy who has dated outside his race.
How
can you say that statement and actually not think it's not racist?
Well, that's just it. It's not racist. Everything doesn't have to be racist. It's an opinion that I have that I think a lot of other people have, and I did call it selfish. It's a selfish thing. If the white daughter is happy with a black guy and brings that black gentleman home, I think any white father is going to have preferred she bring home a white guy. And I think that isn't racist. I think that's just human.
No, see, I do agree. I'm glad that you did admit that it is selfish and you're thinking about thinking about your own matters instead of
exactly
what your offspring is thinking.
Right.
But for you to say, no matter what, the guy could be a stockbroker.
Yeah.
And for you to see this guy to walk in, and the first thing that you think of is, oh, wow, my daughter just brought home a nigger.
It's color. It would, but no, you don't necessarily have to say nigger. I'm just saying,
No, that's fucked up. It is fucked up. That's a fucked up way of thinking.
But isn't that what we do? What if she brought home the fucking Rocky Dennis from Mask, and she brings him home, and the door opens up, and you go, there's a white kid, but Jesus Christ, he looks like a freak. You would prefer that she would have brought home a normal-looking guy.
I think.
Well, if she brings home Rocky Dennis, hopefully she's blind, and then she'll just.
Yeah, she's blind and touches his face and goes, "Holy shit!"
I think if you have a daughter, whatever she brings home, you're not gonna be happy with.
Yeah, you would hope that she just, you know.
And it's not fair. Hold on, sir. And it's not fair because Ant's speaking the truth, and this is how he feels, and that's how a lot of people feel. I bet you it's the same with black fathers if they bring home a white girl or a white guy.
Well, if they were in the house, Opie.
The father. If you can find the father first.
Yes, you'd have to find.
He would be very upset. He would be very upset as well if you brought home some fucking Wonder Bread chick or Wonder Bread dude.
Yep.
I am on the phone. I can't hear y'all.
You know what, though? There are a lot of, hey, what about all these black chicks that get all pissy about the black guys going out with white chicks saying, you know, we can't find a good black man because they're dating white broads?
Well, honestly, I've just got back onto the dating scene. I've just noticed more and more black women going out with
How long are you in for?
Hey, you know something?
I'm fucking with you.
Yeah, I know, but honestly, I'm one of the. I listen to you go off on your rants, and I feel the same way about a lot of it too. I'm looking at these niggas like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Y'all not helping us out. Why don't y'all stop? I've never been in.
Yeah.
I have a good job, and I got credit too.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so I'm
fucking call Gisbrook World Records.
Got credit. I'm going to get you a Louis Vuitton.
Right.
Shit.
Oh, remember that?
No, I'm just saying, dude, it's one of those things where it doesn't have to, and that's one thing I've tried to stress on this show. I go off and say a lot of shit. I know I do. But everything that involves race and a disagreement does not necessarily mean one party or the other is racist. And that word gets handed out so much that it's frustrating when you're really trying to be racist.
Well, it's that everyone says their statements and stuff, and it's a moment type of thing. So I can understand where you're coming from with the statement, but you just have to I realize I said some shit too. And
we all do.
Why the fuck did I just say that?
You sound really black.
Do you feel guilty after you say dumb shit?
Yes, yeah, I do. I'm like, oh, you motherfucker. You know something, what?
I never do. I have no guilt. It's terrible.
Right, as long as the windows are up on your Escalade and you're speeding down to LIE, yeah.
Yeah, I hear you.
All right,
man. Hey, thanks for calling, though.
All right.
Cool.
You don't mean that. You don't want to thank him for calling.
No, I do. I like having an open dialogue with African Americans on the phone.
You like the brothers
with the safety of the phone line. No, it's you know why you get the other side of the story, and they get to hear my side of it without just it being a rant on the air. It comes off as very racist. And I'll say it 1,000 times. It's not necessarily racist all the time. It doesn't have to be.
No, we could do. I want to do a few most annoying 30 seconds.
Most annoying 30 seconds. That's our big contest. Costume. That's our big contest. Steven Singer's putting up $2,000 first prize for this.
Where does Lady Gaga fit here?
Lady Gaga, well, that's annoying. Probably goes over 30 seconds.
Well, she's saying she's a loser.
What is she copying Beck now?
I'm a loser.
Say because she copied Madonna.
Wow.
We're going in.
What do you think of this Lady Gaga?
I like her. I got to be honest with you.
I think she's talented. I think she knows how to make a pop hit.
Her song's very poppy, very catchy. I think she's a blithering idiot. When she tries to speak politically on a stage, it's hysterical.
And she's trying to speak for all her followers that she calls monsters or something, but she's not intelligent enough to really represent those people whatsoever.
No.
And she doesn't need all that nonsense either.
Nonsense.
Madonna didn't really have nonsense like Lady Gaga. She would do some things.
She would be outrageous, and she'd change up her act every few years.
But she didn't put a building on her head and walk out her front door.
No, or show up in a pod or wear a meat suit.
Like, she doesn't need that nonsense.
No.
She's good without all that shit.
Yeah.
You don't need props if you have talent.
Oh, boy.
Sorry, Carrot Top.
Oh, poor Carrot Top.
We're friends with him, and I just did that. Damn it.
Just pulls him in.
Fucking props.
Amazing. Makes hundreds of thousands, millions.
He's a multimillionaire.
Jesus.
What do I know?
With tattooed on eyebrows and giant muscles.
That are implants. With his frozen face.
But we're friends with the guy.
We love him.
But we love him.
the guy.
But we love him.
We learned that from our comic friends. But we love him. He's great. He's honest about things. Tattooed eyebrows, huh?
That's what I'm reading.
Oh, my.
I saw it, Captain Carl. I saw it. He plucked all his eyebrows out. He plucked them out, and then he took a tattoo thing, and he just went, mama.
All right. This is what Gaga is saying today.
And then I think about how I don't really give a shit if people don't understand what I do, as long as my fans
She's so whiny.
If you sing so powerfully, how do you sound like that?
understand. I just don't want my fans to ever feel... I just sometimes feel like a loser still.
You're a phony.
You know what, though? She came out of Dayton, Ohio with 2 bad knees. And you really got to give it to her because...
18 years ago, I left Dayton, Ohio with 2 very bad knees.
Yeah.
And a dream to become a Major League Baseball player.
Well, what happened?
I hope it came true.
That's what I want to know.
Did it come true?
What happened?
I thank God the dream came true.
Hamburger.
Oh, God, I love that clip.
See, Lady Gaga has a certain part of her fan base that
je ne sais quoi
that feel like they're losers.
Right.
So what Lady Gaga is doing is relating by saying, sometimes I feel like a loser.
Does she cut? Is she a cutter? I hope Lady Gaga is a cutter.
I guarantee she's well adjusted, and the people you talk about that kind of know her from her Village days.
Yeah.
This is not Stephanie.
It's an act. This isn't Stephanie.
Her real name is Stephanie, and this is like
Stephanie.
And this is just a character that she fucking was smart enough to develop and is going all in with.
Stephanie Gaga.
I think Stephanie was very confident of her musical abilities.
Yeah.
And then she's also was smart enough to go, wait a minute, what can I tap into? There's a lot of fucking losers out there in school that have no one representing them. I'm going to be that person.
Isn't that what cult leaders do? They find these vulnerable people.
Weak people.
And then capitalize on their weaknesses and vulnerabilities so that they rally around them and feel empowered.
Yes.
Oh, okay. It's just so Lady Gaga is pretty much a cult leader.
You know how many girls on their Facebook today is like, she's talking for all of us because I also feel like a loser.
She's talking to me.
Hi, Lady Gaga. Yeah, I just want to move on with my life. Had enough of you. Enough of your music. I don't even like it anymore. Haven't listened in forever. Just had enough of you, Lady Gaga. And I won't ever call you again unless I call you in 10 minutes.
Fucking Stephen S. from Bayshore. This will probably make 20 people laugh, but it's worth it. Bring Lady Gaga trucker up in the freight elevator and have her cut a few tracks.
Yeah.
So, Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga.
Let me go
let's
back
hear her tear up a little again.
Well, because she's just like her fans. What happened?
Molly Ringwald looks like shit.
What happened to Molly Ringwald? Wait a minute.
Sorry.
Molly Ringwald getting the pretty back.
No, she's not.
She's an author now.
Yeah.
She's got retard bangs.
And a big, jaw.
Yeah, something happened. Her jaw kind of...
Oh, she'll be here in a couple hours?
Yeah.
Well, I'll fucking tell her to her face. Bring her right to me.
She ain't coming in this fucking show. Is she all fat?
Looks like it.
Yeah, it looks like she... Oh, God, how many kids did she squirt out?
It looks like Tree.
Ooh, yeah.
Teen fakes pregnancy. What the hell's going on?
Yeah, it's some kind of a project that she did where this kid told her, I guess her boyfriend and her mother and no one else, that she was pregnant. She was... And, she'd wear padding and put a little more in every day and see what the stigma was and how people reacted to her being pregnant and in school.
Do you think that show 16 and Pregnant is getting a lot of girls to get pregnant so they could be on the show. So they could be cast for the show.
I don't know about a lot, but I'm sure there are probably a few that think that that's a way to get on TV.
I bet you there's a few that got pregnant just hoping that they would get the call for the show.
Yeah.
I think so. Back to Lady Gaga?
Ridiculous. Yeah, back to some Gaga.
Just got to tell her fans she also feels like a loser, so everyone can relate to each other.
I just sometimes feel like a loser still, you know? It's crazy because it's like we're at the Garden, but I still sometimes feel like a loser kid in school. And I just gotta pick my shit.
Shut the fuck up. You're at the Garden and you feel like a loser?
Is that it?
Stop whining.
Get her in here.
Stop it. Stop whining.
We're gonna have a conversation, Lady Gaga. You're bullshitting your fucking fan base. Shut up.
Whining.
It's crazy because I'm at the Garden.
I'm at the Olive Garden. I should be whining.
I'm crying over here. I'm sorry. Bruce Kelly.
Yeah. Oh, God. I was over by the photogs.
Did he say photogs?
Yeah, that's the part that I remember the most about his lame-ass fucking call.
He said photogs?
I was down by the photogs. The photogs. And you were crying by the photogs because The Who was playing your favorite little Who song?
I just can't help it. Yeah, let's.
God, that goes back quite a way.
Yeah, we got to play it again. Bruce Kelly, everyone.
Bruce Kelly.
Is this live?
Yes, we're live. Bruce, where were you, buddy?
I was right up under the photogs.
You know, it's amazing
photogs.
watching Pete Townsend and Roger Daltrey perform these songs after all these years and still have the full spirit of what they do under control.
No.
I mean, you know, Townsend just continues to be an amazing guitar player.
I'm sorry. I'm absolutely crying. I can't help it. I really can't. This is no fake. The whole moment just kind of got to me with that video.
Yeah, the video was very powerful.
Yeah, that was. This is very awkward. I'm sorry, but it was just very. I mean, it's just
from Dayton, Ohio. Too bad news.
Year-old kid out there with the Who.
Dream.
That's it. I'm sorry.
You were seeing them live. I guess that was in color.
Yeah. Yeah, they were live on stage, but the black and white was happening on the big screens too. So,
but who are you?
Wow.
So there's two more to go here at Hyde Park, and the crowd.
Like an idiot. I'm sorry, really.
Okay.
No,
well, you are.
Look, that's overwhelming. Yeah,
that's what this. That really is what this is all about. There are certain moments that touch everybody.
Yeah.
Oh God.
And I said last time we played the clip. At that point in George Taylor Morris's career, he already knew he had cancer.
Yeah.
And he wasn't crying.
Cancer.
And the damn cancer took that guy out. He's no longer with us.
Yeah, he's a dead man.
He held it together knowing shit was growing inside him.
Yeah.
And this fucking guy doesn't.
He's crying under the photogs. I just.
Because he saw Won't Get Fooled Again live. He's crying.
Yeah.
Fuck, I like the Who, but I'll never cry over him.
Then he got the word cancer.
Yeah. Well, Lady Gaga.
But I still sometimes feel like a loser kid in high school. And I just gotta pick my shit up. I gotta pick myself up. And I have to tell myself I'm a superstar every morning. So that I can...
What a dope.
You know what? That's how I get out of bed.
You do the same thing?
Only way I could get out of bed is tell myself I'm a superstar and the call I get from Kenny.
Well, instead of saying super, we have to say radio.
Radio.
Boy, that's a big drop-off.
It's a big drop-off from super.
There's superstar, and then way below that is radio star.
Yeah. She has to tell herself she's a superstar every morning.
What a self-important asshole. What she's doing is she's setting up her career for when that song comes out that's...
not quite... Yeah.
But then this type of shit keeps the career going. Because then they rally behind her. I know this isn't as good as the other stuff, Lady Gaga, but we're still behind you.
We're with you because we know you're a loser like us and have to wake up and say you're a superstar every morning.
Mm-hmm. You know that Ellen tweeted yesterday.
DeGeneres?
Yeah, I follow a lot of weird people on Twitter. Yes, I do. Because people fucking call me out on it all the time. Yes, I do. I follow strange fucking people. Yes, you're right.
Well, it's an eclectic mix.
Ellen tweeted that her good friend Lady Gaga...
Good friend.
has decided to perform Judas for the first time on her show.
Oh, yeah?
And I wanted to tweet Ellen and go, well, are you going to ask her about the Muslim thing that we talked about?
Yeah, what about that?
Ask her why she doesn't, do songs about Muhammad.
Because they'll chop her head off. You know, I wake up every morning scared I'll get my head chopped off. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would too.
Myself, I'm a superstar every morning.
Oh, I got to hear that. Superstar. This is taking a lot longer than I thought. I thought this was a throwaway, but this is pretty deep shit.
I pick myself up. And I have to tell myself I'm a superstar every morning so that I can get through this day and be for my fans what they need for me to be.
Oh.
But sometimes I still feel like people are trying to destroy me.
What are you going to teach them tonight, Dawn?
That I cannot be destroyed.
I cannot be destroyed.
This is complete.
Wow.
Who's
She's
interviewing her?
adamantium.
Who's it? HBO special? They can't get a good interviewer that goes, look, Lady Gaga, you're full of shit.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Why can't they say that back to these people?
I would be like, are you having a nervous breakdown right now? Should I call a doctor?
You're full of shit, Lady Gaga.
Yeah. I gotta be there for my fans. I cannot be destroyed. What is she now? Optimus Prime. That's funny.
That is really funny.
Optimus Gaga. She cannot be destroyed. Oh God.
I don't know if this Nathan Brimmer on Twitter. I'm just gonna say this and whatever. Uh-huh. Andrew Dice Gaga.
I wish.
I'm just throwing it out there. For down the road, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not everything has to happen right now.
I don't know enough Gaga shit.
Oh, we could write.
Yeah. Well,
you. As soon as I hear Dice, we'll start writing.
The Gaga.
We'll start writing, motherfucker. Gaga talks about fighting for her fans and her authenticity.
Her authenticity?
Yep.
I just feel like I have to fight. I'm fighting for every kid that's like me, that felt like I felt, and feels like I still feel. It hurts when I know how much authenticity
was chlamydia
and how much genuine blood is in my spirit, and how much I feel like people don't know that, you know?
Well, it's tough to know that when you walk around with meat.
Yeah.
As clothing.
No one's really getting to know the real Stephanie.
You dope.
When you're Lady Gaga walking around wearing meat and coming out of a pod and having animals on your head.
When you walk around like a good humor ice cream truck, it's really tough to listen to the words.
Yeah, and know that you have this, life's blood in you, that you, bloody, 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 blah.
You want to be taken seriously, get a nice, sexy fucking dress, go out there and sing your tunes.
Here you go.
That's how easy that is.
Keep it simple.
Because they see wigs and lipstick and they just shut down because they don't understand. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry.
I just want to be a queen for them. It's okay. I don't feel like one.
She wants to be a queen for them.
James Q78 on Twitter. Lady Gaga is lying like a used car salesman. I think she's lying too, brother. I really do.
Nice 50s reference. Like a used car salesman.
Big Billy B Money writes, Lady Gaga wakes up every morning in her bed at the Ritz or Four Seasons or on her star coach with her security and assistants.
Yeah.
I'm a superstar, and doggone it, people like me.
Yeah, she has to wake up and just tell herself she's a superstar every morning, or else she doesn't think she can be for her fans what she has to be, which is a queen that cannot be destroyed. And she wants everyone to know she cannot be destroyed.
Right, she's the queen of the
That's
losers.
pretty much the summation of the horse shit that just babbled out of her fucking mouth.
We got one more clip if you want.
Oh, thank God, I do, yes.
Yeah?
Wish there was more.
All right. Anyone else hearing Courtney Love?
Oh, really? Like she's doing a Courtney Love? Yeah, that whiny voice thing.
Not saying she's like Courtney Love, just sounds.
Yeah, there's that sound. I hear
that delivery.
No.
It's not about being a winner for me anymore.
Really?
It's about being a winner for all of them.
I'd be pissed off if I was a loser.
A fan?
Yeah, I'd be fucking pissed off.
Like, look, I just like your music.
Yeah,
don't fucking put me in this category that I need you to be a martyr crying for me.
Right. I don't need you. I could be a loser on my own.
You don't worry. Don't worry.
I'm all right.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Now give me another pop hit so I can fucking, drive to the mall with my friends.
You don't have to cry wondering if you could be the person I think you should be for me. No. Just put a poppy tune out. I'll be like, hey, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's catchy.
That's a catchy one.
I hate these one-sided interviews where
she thinks she's
why isn't the interviewer challenging her on this? Instead, Lady Gaga actually goes, I'm sorry for crying. And then the interviewer goes, that's okay. I would be in her face like, what? This is fucking fake.
Yeah. What are you serious with this? I'd be like, are you serious?
Let's go back to the Village when you were Stephanie.
Do you read so much email, fan email and tweets every day that you think everyone that listens to you thinks like that and needs it? Because I'm sure all she reads is like, Lady Gaga, you are the best. I was going to kill myself, and then I heard your music. And then she's thinking, oh, wow, I'm playing God here.
Right.
I put out music, and I change lives.
Right.
Well, you know what, Lady Gaga? We make jokes and change lives, but I don't go home weeping that I'm not going to be enough for my fans. They don't deserve as what I give them now.
Damn. I'm a fucking idiot.
I'm an idiot. I'm just, Opie, I'm really choked up at the fact that I feel I'm not fat enough for our fans.
All of them. Sarah, prayer. Dear Lord, thank you so much for the blessings of all my friends and my family.
What happened to the Lady Gaga audio? Why am I playing Fez audio?
Oh, Jesus.
What happened?
No, I think Ronnie would love this.
Is this Ronnie's new radio partner?
Ronnie's new partner. He's very happy.
Does she have a cat? Does she have a cat?
Lady Fez Fez.
Lady Fez Fez.
Lady Fez Fez.
We're listening to Lady Fez Fez.
So much for the blessings of all my friends and my family.
Listen to her Gaga
thank
snot.
you for all the amazing screaming fans that are here tonight. Dear Lord, please give me strength to be a winner for all of them and not for myself. Dear Lord, remind me to empower not myself, but to empower those around me, because that is my gift. My gift is not self-worship, and my gift is the worship of others. So please help me to be strong, and please help me to know my own strength. Please help me to be brave, Lord. Dear God, give me courage. Do not let me give in to those feelings. Do not let me give in to my own insecurities. Allow me to walk in your light. Allow me to live and breathe and sing and dance for all the dancers on that stage, for the band, for the music, and for you.
Yeah, okay, Gaga, I'm a little busy with Japan right now. I'm a little busy with Japan, Gaga.
Trying to figure out how it doesn't sync.
Could you shut your fucking, keep your prayers a little short? And God, please let me be the... Yeah, okay, I'll make sure you hit every note for your fans tonight while, while the Congo is fucking cutting off heads and clits.
Clits.
Holy shit.
First bad song she comes out with?
Yeah.
There go her loser fans.
Yeah.
They're going to move on to somebody else there, Lady Gaga, because it's not about you. It's about the music you put out.
Remember, give a call, 1-866-RUN-0-GAGA, 1-866-RUN-0-GAGA.
We can play If Your God Isn't Listening. We can do another bit here.
Yeah.
This guy, the other black listener from Colombia. If you're covered in blood at your concert, God ain't listening.
She's a fucking disaster.
Someone said play the Ross, OBX. Play the clip of Burt Reynolds saying people love him from Smokey the Bandit.
Is there a clip of...
I don't know, man.
Wow. Like, recently?
I don't know.
He said that?
That got my attention, though.
I don't think they love him from Smokey the Bandit now. I mean, you could watch it and go, that was cool.
Let's see. What should God do? Save those innocent kids that were driven into the river by
They saved one by their mother.
By their psycho mom, or give Lady Gaga a strong voice for her concert
strength
tonight.
For her listeners.
That's a tough one if you're God.
That is
What
tough.
do you do? What do you do, Ant?
You got to go with Gaga on that one.
You gotta,
Obviously,
right?
God did.
God gave her the good voice and said, fuck the children. Let them die in that river.
God gives her strength.
Because I need to give her a strong voice.
Yeah. Instead of maybe returning some of these missing people that I'm seeing on TV, like Bobo, missing Bobo. The girl Bobo.
The girl Bobo.
I like the girl Bobo.
Yes.
Instead of that, you help out Lady Gaga, please.
Please.
Could you?
She's not feeling worthy today. Please, God, hear our prayer.
You know what? Let me pray. God, could you please not let Netflix open 5.6% down today? Could you please, at the bell, there's 20 minutes till the bell. God, can you please miraculously at least bring Netflix to even?
You're looking for
at the open.
That's not even a prayer. You're looking for a miracle.
Exactly. Well, if Gaga could do that.
I need some gospel music because we got to pray for a miracle. What's our go-to gospel song? Isn't there a miracle song?
Oh, there's got to be a miracle song.
What's that one?
Something from the original Blues Brothers. I think there was a real gospel-y.
But we need miracle in it for Netflix, for Anthony and his pals.
Yeah, come on. 5.7%. Ow. Especially on options.
Dan B in Connecticut.
I'm hurting. I got in yesterday just in time to get fucked.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, I dumped out of Apple, which, by the way, is up. And, I got right back into Netflix.
Why are we
Great timing, asshole.
Why aren't we going with the obvious? Thank you, Cigars and Scotch. Always a pleasure. God's thinking to himself, wait, is this the same bitch that recorded Judas?
Yeah, wait a minute. Well, so what's she fucking... Why is God listening?
Why would he listen to you?
He's listening to you. You wrote a song about the other guy.
You're a fan of the other team there,
Yeah.
Lady Gaga. She's I don't know what she is. I think she's a phony.
I think she's a complete showbiz fake.
I think she came up with a character, and showbiz people come up with characters all the time.
Yeah.
She knows it's good for business.
She's a fraud.
And then when this isn't good for business, guess what? She'll change her image to something else. That's what they do.
She is a fraud. That's what I say.
I think so, too. A fraud that knows how to put together a pop song.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not blaming her. It's good for her. But anyone that's buying this shit, and I don't mean buying like her songs or anything, anyone that's buying this act, yeah, please stop. You're an idiot.
Remember when I said Courtney Love? I knew it. Thank you, Josh. Pull up the Courtney Love reading Kurt's suicide letter. It's the same fucking thing.
Same voice?
It's the same fucking thing. I knew it sounded familiar. Thank you, Josh.
Whining.
Stop whining.
Exactly. Lady Gaga.
All right. Well, Lady Gaga just wants to be understood.
Yeah. That's all.
Yeah. Is that it? Oh, we don't have the miracle music for Netflix?
No, we need we need a miracle. Oh, there it
this
is.
is for Netflix, Ed.
Oh,
this is for you, buddy.
Jesus, please.
Talk to God, Ed.
A miracle.
Talk to him.
We're looking at probably 15 or so minutes before the market opens. And I know that even though Netflix had good earnings, I know that their second quarter prediction is very, it's not optimistic. And this is bringing the stock down. We're looking at 5.7% down at open. Jesus, I need a miracle. If you would please just at least even it out at open and then have an up day. It's impossible. This is an impossible mission for you. But if you could help Lady Gaga be the person she needs to be for her fans, then you could help me with my Netflix stock. Please. Holy shit, I think he already used his miracle on Sirius. It's up 2 cents to $1.98.
What is that about?
I don't know. What's going on at this place?
I think there's some news coming down.
I don't know.
Something is happening.
But please, God. Oh, I need a miracle. Netflix. Oh, Netflix. Pump it up. Pump it up by opening bell. We're down $14.07 at the opening. I can't deal with that because I got options and they expire, Lord. Woo! Oh, there's your miracle ad. Come on. Where is it? Since this song started, by the way, I think it went down another buck.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, so
good.
this ain't
turn
working.
off the music. Turn off the music. A lot of people are looking for some fucking production pieces. Lady Gaga, that audio with Creep playing by Radiohead. Maybe a little Don't Let Me Be Misunderstood by the Animals.
Oh, she's very misunderstood.
She sure is it.
Yeah, Netflix down and Sirius up. I don't get it.
What's going on with Sirius?
I don't know. It's it looks to be. I don't own any Sirius. I'm disclosing that. It looks to be on the brink of cracking the $2 a share mark, which it hasn't been at in quite some time. As they say, quite some time. Today's going to be beautiful out, 80 degrees under sunny skies.
Why does that asshole get to promote his show on our channel when he doesn't want to play with us?
I don't know.
And I told the guys down the hall to take care of that immediately, and supposedly they did, but now his commercials are back.
Yeah, he snuck them back in.
Thanks for the people letting me know that.
They snuck him back in.
If this fucking guy won't let us have Ira on our show, then why are we promoting his dumb show?
Not gonna steal Ira. We just want to talk to him.
We're one fucking happy company, remember?
Yeah.
Now this.
Remember?
The Opie and Anthony Show presents Primetime Sam Roberts and One Question with a Guest We Couldn't Get. Reality show and porno tape vixen, Kim Kardashian.
Primetime Sam Roberts with Kim Kardashian. Kim, how often do you have to get groceries?
Once a week.
Thank you so much for your time.
Oh, you are so welcome.
This has been Primetime Sam Roberts and One Question with a guest we couldn't get on the Opie and Anthony Show.
Lady Wawa just came in.
Lady Wawa.
Stop whining.
Lady Wawa. Drunkenstein 666. Go to break.
The virus. Get in touch with the Opie and Anthony Show. Call 866-WOW-1-WOW. That's 866-969-1969. The Opie and Anthony Show.
Start that over. I didn't know you were doing that.
And then I think about how I don't really give a shit if people don't understand what I do. As long as my fans understand. I just don't want my fans to ever feel... I just sometimes feel like a loser still, you know? It's crazy because it's like we're at the Garden, but I still sometimes feel like a loser kid in high school. And I just gotta pick my shit up. I gotta pick myself up. And I have to tell myself I'm a superstar every morning so that I can get through this day and be for my fans what they need for me to be. But sometimes I still feel like people are trying to destroy me. But what are you going to teach them tonight? That I cannot be destroyed.
I cannot be destroyed. You cannot destroy me. I am Gaga. I am Gaga.
If she said that to me, this is why I know I'm fucked up, I would openly laugh at her.
Of course you would.
But that fucking interviewer, reporter, whatever the fuck, it's like, oh, I bet you she reached over and was holding her hand like, it's okay. It's okay, you multimillionaire. It's okay, you Uber superstar. We'll get through this together.
It's all right, Gag.
Yuck. All right, and finally, most annoying 30 seconds. We got
it's a big contest we're running here.
We got a bunch of finalists.
Big contest we're running, and boy, first prize, Steven Singer's putting up $2,000, and that's cash money.
It's really nice.
$2,000 cash! Oh, God, I hate that fucking commercial. It's local. That fucking car commercial guy. You get $1,000 cash!
You don't even have to say that's local because everyone has
dumb
guy.
fuck car commercial guy.
And you do it very well.
I saw a car guy yesterday, and like he was so over the top trying to convince me that he wasn't going to scumbag me if I go to his fucking car dealership. It just further turned me away. Like I would never go to that guy. He's like, we want to treat you with honesty and respect, and we think that you deserve to know. And I'm just like, something shady. Something is shady. I'm never going to you, sir.
This guy's explaining this a little too much.
Hey, before you start hearing shit, here's how I operate. Like, I'll put everything in writing for you.
Don't ask anyone about me. Just fucking come down here.
I was very weirded out by the whole thing.
I'm trustworthy, I swear.
The first finalist and the most annoying 30-second is William Desmond. Did we play this one yet?
No,
I don't think you've only played like 2 or 3 of these.
Yeah, I've played
a
couple.
But you know, we're reviewing these, so if any of these you don't think is the winner, you know, we can nix them right now.
Oh, I like that. Yeah. We can break some dreams today.
Well, we got to whittle it down from 19.
We get to be dream breakers.
Make some people whine and cry like Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga. Wow.
You know, that's me, obviously, and I had to take my own headphones off.
I know.
I just annoyed the shit out of
mine back.
I just annoyed the shit out of myself.
That was
well, we're not going to break his dream there, Travis. William Desmond is still in the contest.
Jesus isn't helping.
Huh?
Jesus hasn't helped.
No. Oh, really?
It just opened. I got live here. We're looking at like $15 and 7 cents down.
But we did the miracle song and everything.
I don't know what happened. Oh my God.
Wow.
That thing just took a massive shit. Would you look at the money you just lost between yesterday and today, right? Ain't it nice?
Wait, it went down even more?
Oh, yeah. It went down $15 at the open.
But they have a great business plan, Netflix.
They had a great fucking quarter.
I like that they mail stuff.
Oh, it isn't even that. It's the streaming.
I know. Just fucking with you.
But it's just amazing that they had a great quarter, but they're there's down $16.
Yeah.
Oh boy, let's climb up. That's why didn't I buy put options?
It'll come back, right?
Well, oh no. Well, it could.
That's no, man. Fucking Shadowbox. We can do this.
This monitor really deserves
We can do this. You want the miracle song?
Oh God.
We can do the miracle song.
Oh, down 1650 and climbing.
Where's that Sirius stock at? Sirius.
Sirius. We're looking 2 cents up.
$1.97.
Around there.
The next most annoying 30 seconds is Brandon Hadaway.
Hadaway. Oh, Jesus. Oh, damn. He's not happy with his losses.
You just have to get it out, you know.
Don't worry. It's a write-off.
Yeah.
You could write it off against your winnings.
It's okay to throw a water bottle at like quarter full strength.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Everyone understands how bad it can get.
Brian.
Hello, Opie.
What's up?
You know what's ironic is she has to remind herself that she's a superstar to get through the day. What do the kids who are actually losers have to remind themselves of?
Oh, that's a very good question.
That they're losers and need Lady Gaga.
Yeah, Lady Gaga. You know what? You're onto something, though. Lady Gaga has to remind herself she's this unbelievable superstar selling out fucking venues.
Yeah.
And there's a guy in Bayshore that has to remind himself every morning he's a plumber in Bayshore.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
Lady Gaga, put it in perspective.
Yeah, Gaga.
Thanks, boys. Punching out.
Thank you, sir. Jay Moores.
Jay Moores.
Face, my poker face.
My poker face.
What's up there, Jay Moores?
How are you, sir?
How was the world's guineast cruise of all time?
It was so fucking guinea. It was great.
Forget about.
I loved it. Forget about it. Let me tell you, it was fucking fantastic. Oh, the food was fabulous. The fucking islands. It was beautiful.
Hey, sweetheart, here's $10. Run downstairs to the poop deck. Get me a virgin lava flow. Be a doll.
Be a doll.
Be a doll.
Where's little Yimmy today? No Yimmy?
Yimmy's in La La.
Yimmy is in L.A.
He's in the La La.
What, Jimmy can't call in? I'm calling in.
I know, right?
Yeah, Jimmy does like calling in.
What is Jimmy doing here in California?
A little show called Jay Leno.
And he's also doing that
Chelsea
Handler.
Yick.
Yick.
Not a fan, huh, Jay?
I don't really. It's a whole show based on shitting on B-listers, and then your guests are B-listers, and you act like they're not.
You
can't make fun of fucking Bret Michaels for 4 months and then have him be your guest and kiss his ass.
Mm-hmm. The guy makes a valid point right there.
Bravo.
I must say.
Oh my God, have you seen Cerie Cruz? What a mess. And then if she had Katie Holmes on, she would suck her fucking twat. It's going to be in fucking Us Weekly. If she had Katie Holmes, she'd suck her fucking twat. And I'm going to get fucking Lord Satan C2 fucking at my door tonight.
Lourdes.
Hey, what do you think of Lady Gaga waking up every morning and she has to remind herself she's a superstar and that she's not a loser?
See, that's the thing. I never have to remind myself I'm a superstar because I've always just sort of bobbed along in this bizarre showbiz middle class.
Yeah.
Is that bad?
I've never had that problem. I've never had a tour bus. I've never had a crew. Never had a posse. I'm always playing the clubs when the Chelsea Handlers are playing the arenas.
Right.
My humility's always been in check. Paul Reiser's show got canceled due to half slices.
I know.
Half slices.
Due to us not really pushing his show forward for him.
We try.
You missed a weird day, Ant.
I heard.
You missed a really weird day with Paul Reiser.
Yeah.
It wasn't that weird, Ope. I was driving down to Atlantic City.
Yeah.
And I listened to the entire interview. It was completely fucking normal and fun. And Ronnie B did a mind fuck on us like we totally insulted Paul Reiser.
That's what Ronnie B does.
And then when I listened to it on the replay, I mean, yeah, it was uncomfortable because I'm like an idiot, but you could not hear me laughing on the mic. And then he was the one yelling, "Take him to the zoo, Rock."
Right.
But we were going like, so tell us about the show. And then Paul Reiser was really funny. I really was surprised. I cringed. I had it on in the car, and I tried to get it off before my wife heard it.
Right.
Because I didn't want her to go, "What's wrong with you? Why would you act that way?"
Yeah.
And it was I thought it was totally fine. The guy came in and said, "I don't really want to act. I didn't want to write anything. And I really didn't want to be on television." And we all looked at each other like, "Well, then what the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah, he didn't.
Wow.
And he didn't sell his own show. He knew. I want to listen to that audio again.
He knew it just was
He
gonna...
knew this show sucked so bad, so he was trying to, spin it in such a way look, I didn't even want to do anything. I was happy just fucking doing nothing.
Canceled
they came to
after
me.
2 shows, by the way.
Yeah, I know. They said worst ratings almost ever.
In the history.
Yeah.
Anthony, at one time he said, I want to get this correct. He said, I got to look in the mirror every morning and tell myself I'm a superstar.
Oh, my God,
No, he said, I've done 15 interviews in 2 days. I've yet to make this show sound funny.
He did say something like that.
Holy shit.
Thank God we didn't see the show
He
before.
knew
it. It's Curb Your Enthusiasm with me. That's all he had to say.
Right.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I saw.
But then we were trying to help him out. I'm like, is it like The Comeback? Because a lot of people really like that show. And he's like, no, it's not like that at all. I'm like, okay, so it's not like a show that people
really
kind of enjoyed.
Sorry to interrupt, but then Ronnie B made it uncomfortable by going, call it a comeback, Opie. Don't bring up the Lisa Kudrow thing.
Yeah, Ronnie B is a motherfucker.
Ronnie B was motherfuckering you the whole time.
Ronnie B is, and unfortunately, most of his listeners do not know this. He is way worse than me and you when it comes to that shit.
Oh, I love him.
He's a shit stir.
There's no one better.
He said he's uncomfortable. He goes, I'm uncomfortable with the awkwardness. You and Opie like it. I go, your whole fucking show is awkward.
Right. Right.
The whole show, there's a weeping fucking mess across the console. What are you talking about?
Jay, then I thought about you the other day. I went and did another run on Ron and Fez, and I made Fez cry. And then Ronnie blames me like that was my purpose. And Fezzy believed him.
Well, you come out here to make me cry. I made him cry last year by inviting him to Foxwood.
Yeah, that's why I bring you up today. It reminded me of that because it was not my intentions. I was asking, I finally figured out that Fez likes Batman.
Yeah.
This was the dumb bit. So I'm like, Fez, what character would you be in Batman? And he felt the pressure. I don't know. Maybe he didn't know how to answer that. And he broke down.
Yeah.
And then he goes, well, you accomplished your goal. I'm like, I wasn't trying to make you cry.
Yeah, I made him cry. I made him cry once we were having a discussion about something. I was calling in. Right. We had a discussion, and he started crying. I'm like, I didn't mean to. I felt bad.
My whole thought on the thing was that Ronnie came in and did our show. I did a little Ronnie on his show. So I'm thinking, through this whole process, when you were gone and we were mixing up all sorts of shit, I'm thinking, I think Fezzy might feel a little left out. Now I'm openly telling you what I was thinking in my head. Okay, I didn't say this to anyone until right now. So I'm thinking I'm going to try to relate to Fez a little bit and bring him into the into the group. And he saw that as me trying to make him fucking cry.
Oh.
But don't you wonder how much of that is a bit? Because on radio, like, everything's a bit in my mind.
I don't know.
It's not a bit.
No,
you guys.
And then fucking. And then
shoot from the hip.
And then going back to the Ronnie B thing, Jay. So I go for the over the top apology when the mics were off. I didn't tell anyone this. I'm like, Fez, I swear to you, I didn't come in here to try to make you cry. I go, can I do that to a person? Yeah, I know I can, but that wasn't my intentions whatsoever, and you got to believe me. I was like man to man, you know?
Yeah.
I was talking to Greg Hughes. He goes, okay. And then he goes, well, and then he felt uncomfortable. He's like, I got to go to the bathroom, right? Now I'm feeling good about myself because I'm like, okay, Fez believes I didn't do that on purpose. Door shuts. Ronnie goes, he don't believe you. He don't believe you. Like that motherfucker.
Ronnie.
Like not even missing a fucking beat. He don't believe you.
I thought the Ricky Gervais interview was way more uncomfortable than the Paul Reiser interview. Because when Ricky Gervais came in, he came in with Louis C.K., and Louis C.K. and Ricky Gervais set themselves up in the corner like fucking besties, like fucking girls at a lunchroom, and every fucking joke that Jimmy, Ronnie, me, or Opie said, they completely fucking ignored. And then Louis would go, you're a fat fuck, and Ricky Gervais would go, fat fuck, did he? I mean, if you listen to that interview, Jimmy has reduced himself to playing the guy that just states pragmatic facts. Like they're talking about almost dying on a private plane. Like it was fucking. That to me was uncomfortable. Though the fucking ball washing of fucking Louis and Ricky.
Wow,
they were
everyone was licking fucking Jerry Seinfeld's balls, and I'm like, am I really in a room with people that are just going on and on about what an incredible comic Jerry Seinfeld is?
Yeah.
And Louis going, he's amazing. He's a maestro. It's like watching the who's the greatest violin guy that everybody references?
Yo-Yo Ma.
No, you know it. It's just like the old-time guy. He's like watching
Stradivarius.
It's like Stradivarius, like watching a composer, like one of the world's most brilliant, Tchaikovsky. And I'm like, he does the same fucking 50 minutes, and he gives it all to it. Louis said, and he gives it all to his audience every night. I never saw anything like that in my life. And I'm like, are we thinking of the same guy that does this?
Yeah. They were definitely two little schoolgirls in the lunchroom.
Were they really?
Not including anyone else. And then, like, Louis wanted Ricky's opinion on something he shot to see if Ricky thought it was funny.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, there's a lot of other funny guys in this room that maybe want to take a look at that, too.
Oh, really?
So Jay's onto something. It was they had their own little thing going.
I tapped out when Louis said, do you ever let anybody else fucking talk? And I went, all right.
Oh, yeah, he got mad at Jay.
Oh, shit.
I forgot about that.
But I don't know if it was real mad. I think he was, I mean, that's the one thing I always wished I could change. I know I fucking talk too much. It's something I'm fucking constantly working on.
Oh, man, he said that to you.
Obviously, you're not working on that right now, though.
Oh, now.
I didn't say a word when you were telling your whole Make Fez cry story.
I think I kept the interest in the storytelling. Jay, could you do, please do one more Louis C.K., Ricky Gervais over the top laugh, please. I know you guys don't like requests, but
Are you just going to sit there and eat, have everybody hear you chew? That's nothing's happening. Nothing. There's nothing happening whatsoever except Louis chewing, fucking rolling through a brown paper bag to get more food. Just put the bag on your fucking face like a fucking horse. Well, you're a fucking stupid retard. That's where retards go. They go to fucking England. All England retard fucking baby retarded fuckers.
and all in England. Yes. How many people have you offended with the total fucking sentence? How many? Just one. You fucking fat fucking retard. Fucker, fat cock, fuck, shit in Sarah Palin's mouth shit.
Holy shit. Look, I love those guys.
Holy
but
fuck,
that is
Jay.
fucking right on.
That is like a right on Louis and a right on Gervais. Wow.
Straight up fucking, we're more we suddenly are more famous than everyone else you have in here, and we're gonna fucking sit in a corner, rub your faces in.
I love the over the top Ricky Gervais laugh.
But the Louis is perfect.
But Ricky and like, how the fuck is Louis not fired? Can you imagine if I tweeted that I'm gonna rape fucking black babies with 8? Like, I mean, Louis gets away with the God bless him. And I talked to Louis off the air. I go, how the fuck can you tweet that you're going to take a shit in Sarah Palin's mouth and FX doesn't go, hey, man, we got to pull. Like, how does that not get picked up?
Because he's that damn good, I guess.
But I was watching Norm Macdonald's sports show, and I sat there and counted the jokes that if I said, I would have been fucking fired.
Oh, really?
You know, I've been listening to Yogi Berra quotes all these years, and now I just think he's retarded. Barack Obama, they say, is the greatest basketball-playing president of all time. But as far as a regular black guy, he's average. I mean, I would get emails, and they would just say, regular black guy?
Yeah. Oh, shit. Wow, man.
Louis and I were on an airplane, a private jet, right? And we're flying into Lowell, Massachusetts. And Louis going, fuck nigger baby, fuck them in the ass, right? Because he's afraid to die on the airplane. He's gonna fuck nigger babies. That helps me get out of my fucking my comfort zone. Fuck you, you British fucking shit fucker, faggot fucker. Jerry's the best I've ever seen. Jerry's incredible. Louis said, I used to open for Jerry. I opened for Jerry. And I couldn't believe watching in the wings, watching what a virtuoso he was on stage. And I wanted to go, virtuoso at what? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You're in the room with some fucking grand slam hitters, man. Like, it's me, Louis, and Jim, and Ricky Gervais, and he's talking about how fucking Seinfeld's a virtuoso. Like, really? Let's see him get heckled.
Holy shit.
At the fucking ball washing that went on.
Yeah.
God damn it. I Ricky Gervais
I am
laughed,
sorry I missed that one, man.
That's a good bit.
That sounded...
And Ricky was good, but they literally set up where E-Rock sits, and Ricky took out his computer and started writing, because God forbid he takes 10 minutes off. He was writing fucking stuff on his computer during the entire interview. He's that fucking in control of everything. That's like, I have to write during an interview. I'm fucking the guy here.
He's prolific. That's why.
And then fucking Ricky Gervais loved the room, loved the energy, but every time Louis spoke, he goes, oh! And then Jimmy was saying the funniest shit I've ever. Jimmy was doing the guy that just, like, the neighbor that states the obvious. They're like, we're on a private jet, and it's about to fucking crash. It's bouncing all over the skies. And Jimmy goes, oh, that makes me nauseous when that happens. Sometimes I have to take Dramamine. Nothing. And they're just fucking, they were just freezing us out like fucking Isaiah and Magic at the All-Star game, freezing out Jordan.
They're just passing each other. Now we need a clip of that interview.
Yeah, I'd love to hear some of that.
The line I had that didn't land was Ricky was picking Louis up in a private jet, and Louis was fucking late, right? I forgot my keys. Were you a fucking English fucking retard? I was late because my fucking, he goes, yeah, we went to Lowell, Mass. I can't do Louis good, so I'll just talk. And Louis said, I had Mickey Ward train me. Mickey Ward, the fighter from Lowell, Mass. Remember, he came on the private plane with us because he trained me for my upcoming, my stand-up special. And I thought, who the fuck is sitting across from me? This That's something Louis would mock if anyone else said. Wait, you had a fucking boxing trainer train you to tell fucking jokes?
Oh, shit.
I mean, let's fucking call a spade here, Anthony. Now, by the way, it's fucking fresh. If fucking I sat there and said, well, I had an HBO special coming up, so I had Mickey Ward, I had a boxing guy training me to get me in shape for my special, he'd go, what are you, a fucking retard? That's a fucking fact, and you know it. We become what we hate.
Wow, man.
And then I said, then he goes, and the reason I was late, we had to get there. We were in Lowell, Mass, we were on a plane, and we had to pick up Mickey Ward because he was training me for my HBO special to get me in shape for my special. And in my mind, I'm going, are you fucking boxing in your special? What the fuck are you talking about? And then he goes on, and Louis goes, yeah. And the reason I was late is because my fucking dog got hit by a car. And that's why I was late, so I hope you're happy. And then I said quietly, driven by Mickey Ward. Not, like, no one even fucking picked their heads up.
Nothing.
It was a fucking ice festival. It was the seniors and the freshmen were sitting at their fucking table. Look at the game tape if you don't believe me.
Wow, I didn't know you had such a problem with Louis C.K.
I don't have a problem.
Oh, he doesn't have a problem. No problems, right?
No problem.
He's a great guy. I love him.
No problem.
When me and Voss left the studio, Opie goes, so you guys, are your problems okay? Like, we don't have there's no problem.
No problems. No problems. Just some
Louis
observations.
CK saying that he had hired a boxing trainer for his HBO special. I thought, if you told him 4 years ago that he's going to be in a studio and a comic's going to say that, he would have eviscerated said comic, and then you would have went, no, it's going to be you.
Yeah. That one.
Don't tell me I'm wrong on that, Ope.
No, I think Jay's right on that one.
It's a great observation.
But people do, change, I guess. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Opie, you're telling
hilarious.
me during that interview you didn't feel like
I said it was a good
with-
observation. Those two were definitely on the same page.
I know, but good observations, like on the fence, like so you can jump over to Louis. Like if Louis goes, look, let me tell you what.
Well, when Louis tells his side, I'll go, wow, that's a good observation.
Great observation.
Now Jay's calling me out.
All right,
it got a little.
Okay, you know what? All right, Anthony. The fucking tape speaks for itself.
Yeah.
15 minutes into the interview, I look over. Opie's playing Space Invaders on the
I think it was Angry Birds, but.
Fuck you, Opie, and fuck Michael Jackson.
Wow. That's harsh.
God damn, Jay.
People are loving this
shit.
Loving the Ricky Gervais, by the way.
It's so goddamn funny.
They're loving it.
It's,
the whole show is Ricky Gervais, Chris Rock, Louis C.K., and
Seinfeld, right?
Jerry Seinfeld talking about comedy.
Mm-hmm.
And they were just fucking ball-washing Jerry, and then in turn, ball-washing Lou. Did you feel, Opie, did you feel during that interview like a freshman sitting with seniors at lunch?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
it was
absolutely.
that vibe?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was a very fucking rarefied, like, we're different.
That's a little uncomfortable.
It was pretty weird.
And was there any sign that, Jay, that you felt like you were the problem?
No, I didn't.
Louis yelled at him.
That's what I mean.
No, that was before it happened. That was before the interview. He yelled at me before Ricky came in. But if you listen to the interview, you'll be amazed at how little I talk.
Really?
Yeah, they shut him down.
I sat there going, I had two things that didn't land, and I went, wow, this is fucking different. All right.
Then that's it. Just fucking back out.
Yeah, Jay shut down.
Wow.
And that's saying a lot. If I was actually quiet.
Now I want to hear this. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I'm gonna have to give a listen.
We might have to pull clips
this.
now.
Ron Bennington shut down.
Yeah, Ronnie.
Wow.
Ronnie B.
Me, Opie, and Ronnie, and then Jimmy was going like, yeah. Oh, and the best is when Ricky Gervais said, I loved his face about Jimmy and thought he was Bobby Kelly.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it made Jimmy sad.
He goes, I remember you were at the Comedy Cellar, and you were on stage, and Louis said something to me to make me laugh, and I wasn't laughing at you, and I laughed really loud, and you thought I was laughing at you. And I wasn't laughing at you, but it was so embarrassing. And he goes, please don't tell me you're mistaking me for that blob of shit.
Yeah, Jimmy did say that.
Blob of shit.
I think Jimmy pretty much said it that way. Yeah.
And he was. He thought he was Bob Kelly.
Yeah. That made Jimmy sad.
Wow, man.
Jimmy never got over that for the rest of the interview.
Oh, I don't doubt it. No, Jimmy will latch on to something.
Because then Ricky half-heartedly said, no, I do know who you are.
Oh.
You know, one of those.
Oh.
So. All right, Jay Moores.
Wow, man.
Ronnie B and Louie said, you always live in the moment. You're like a fucking dog. You're like a fucking dog. Like, you just lick your own balls. And just live in the you have this crazy ability. You're just this fucking annoying, stupid fuck. You just live in the moment, like moment. It's like a little kid, Ronnie B said, that lets go of the fucking handlebars, and he doesn't give a fuck what happens. Like that moment of floating in the air. That's you. You live in the moment. Fucking fast forward 20 minutes. They're talking about Carl from Ricky Gervais' show, and they go, it's really amazing. He lives only in the moment. He's like a Buddha. He's really like a Buddha, and that's like really the key to life is really to just live in the moment. And then I go, you just said I'm a fucking dog for living in the moment. And then Louis goes, yeah, but like you're like a bad dog.
Oh, shit. Wow, man.
Paul Reiser was a fucking breeze.
Yeah, that was easy.
Wow, and then I was doing, Anthony, you'll like it because I did Harvey Keitel doing Paul Reiser's act. Listen to me. Men use the bar of soap for the middle of their chest. There's no reason why we have to soap the middle of their chest, but men love that spot. Every time we step in the shower, we soap the middle of our chest.
Shit, man. See, that's fucking funny.
We had a good week, man. I'm glad you're back. That shit is hard.
Yeah, we had fun.
Fucking 4
did some good
hours
shit.
talking, people calling you up, telling you suck.
Yeah, yeah, right. That's a treat, isn't it?
Goes with the job.
Fucking assholes.
As they do nothing with their lives, isn't that wonderful?
This is my new thing that I do. If I'm going to go on a radio or a TV show, I go on that message board for whatever show it is, and it's like a TV show or whatever, like Criminal Intent or whether it's Leno. And when they're all like talking shit, and anything that's funny on that message board, I bring to the show, and I take their own jokes and I shove it up their ass.
Clever strategy.
The problem is, there's absolutely nothing funny on any message board.
No.
So, Anthony, welcome home, my lover.
Thank you, Mr. J. Morse.
Anthony made Fez cry just by taking out his cock.
Ah, Jesus.
Yeah, the Fez crying.
Ah, jeez.
Jeez.
Over there?
Yeah, I got sucked into the Fez crying thing. It's very bizarre, 'cause especially when you know you're not trying to make him cry.
Poor lad.
And it's not a bit.
No, I don't think it's been going on too long.
Nope.
It's a bit that's been going on
why
forever.
Why isn't it the Ron and Pepper show or the Ron? Like, what is it?
I don't know. I try to.
That's not a question for us to answer.
I try to.
I don't know.
Look at it with compassion and
understanding.
Understanding, yes,
mm-hmm.
And see what happens.
Yep. See how it plays out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Eastside Dave McDonald. I mean, there's a lot of guys going around.
The reason, the fact that they got rid of him, just speaks volumes
about the company.
Yeah, the company.
I like how they got a Twitter campaign for Dave. The theory being, if the company sees how many Twitter followers you get, then they'll say, holy shit.
Yeah, get him back.
And then he got up to about 6,000.
And the guy didn't even want a big raise. That's the sad part. He just wanted enough
transportation
money to survive. And they said no to that.
Commuting money.
Just unbelievable.
Why are there fucking DJs, when I listen to Sirius and I'm listening to, like, Lithium, why is there a person in the middle of the day to go, all right, that was Cheryl Brock, Siamese Dreams, man. Like, yeah, I know, stupid. It says it on the fucking radio.
They feel they need jocks.
You don't have to say that shit anymore. You're right. You either know the song. If you don't, you look down at the display.
Yeah, and then you see it.
Oh, that's who does this. Okay.
And every channel has their bizarre jocks. Like, just get rid of all, hey, Sonny Fox on the Comedy Channel. We're going to be, I know who you're going to be interviewing. Like it says it.
Well, that was the difference with XM. XM tried to teach their guys, to throw out all that radio shit that you learned. This is different. But Sirius took the approach where we're radio.
Yeah.
So do your radio thing. Yeah, they do the laundry list of the songs they just played when they're right there on the fucking display.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense. Jay Moore with another correct point.
My Charlie Sheen Criminal Intent got moved up to Sunday the 1st. It was the 4th episode. They moved it up to the premiere episode.
So you're going to be on Sunday the 1st. That's next Sunday.
Yeah, the premiere episode.
Wait, that's this Sunday.
Yes, stupid.
All right. I just looked at the calendar. That's exciting.
It's going to be next Sunday, the 1st. That's this Sunday.
I know. Hey, man, look at the time. It's time to go home.
But that's good. And just so your listeners know, I'm supposed to look like that. I'm playing a cracked out fucking wacko that's like bloated on drugs. Everybody goes, wow, Jay Moore's fucking looks a little beat up. I'm like, yeah, I've been in the show. They put makeup on me to make me look crazy.
Yeah, right. You're supposed to look all coked out and shit. Yeah, because I made a little video and I took a couple pictures on set, and people were like, wow, he looks like shit. It's like he's playing Charlie Sheen.
If you really want to see what I look like, go to Opie's Eye on YouTube when I'm in my underwear and I walk down the street, West Village.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Boys Town. And Opie points out that from the belly button up, I look like a defensive back, and from the belly button to my knees, I look like Kevin James.
It's a little confusing.
Jesus
and then your dog had a play day with some guy's gay dog.
Yeah, it was a gay dog party, man.
They had a little play date in the middle of the village.
Were they humping each other? Yeah?
I don't know what the fuck was going on.
Jesus.
Anthony, where are my gays at when I go do shows? I mean, I'm walking around the West Village with a Louis Vuitton scarf, walking a teacup Yorkie.
Yeah.
Kathy Griffin ain't doing that.
You should have gained some gays.
You should have definitely gotten some gay.
Should have gotten some gays.
Yeah.
All right, let's get the gay out of the show now.
We have. We've done pretty good lately.
Let's get the Opie and Anthony out of the show. Jesus Christ. Come on. I ain't working overtime today.
Good to see you. Anthony, welcome home.
Jay Moores, thank you, my friend.
Any threesomes on the boat?
You're a good egg. I'm a good boy these days.
No, you can have a good boy.
Yeah.
A couple beautiful girls.
Couple beautiful girls. Kit Kat Club.
Who are these people? I love you, boys.
All right, Jay.
Thanks, Jay.
Thanks for calling in.
Louis eating food next to me. Louis has a sandwich and he's eating it.
Oh my God, man. That's brutal. Fucking brutal, man.
Can I play one more annoying 30 seconds?
Yeah. We'll wrap up with that, I guess.
Because that's where we were. Brandon Hadaway. Here's his most annoying 30 seconds. He made the finals.
I'm going to pull my headphones away for a second.
This is the David and Bobo Show. This is the David and Bobo Show. Bobo Show. Whoa, Bobo. What the fuck? You want swine flu. Master. Bobo, you retard. Danny. Who's motoring?
That's pretty brutal.
I missed the Dave and Bobo show, by the way.
That's pretty brutal.
Where's that?
I don't know.
Where is he?
Where Dave went.
You don't know where he is?
No. Sam usually keeps tabs on that.
Oh, yes.
Last I heard, he was working at the Intrepid Museum.
Really?
But I don't think he holds that job anymore.
Oh, boy.
Last time I saw him, he was in a suit. I said this a couple times. I'll say it again, though. And he ran away from me. Like I wasn't supposed to see him in a suit or something. He ran away. I was having dinner with breakfast or lunch, whatever the fuck you call it at 10 in the morning, with Jim Brewer.
Brunch,
and all of a sudden, he walks by the window. We have a window seat, and there's no windows. It's right on the sidewalk, basically. He sees me, panics, and runs away.
He's a weird dude.
He's so
he was
fucking
afraid
weird.
of you. He was frightened.
I really was nice to him in the end. I gave him some advice and shit. I didn't throw anything at him.
That's good of you.
Where's he at?
Well, right now I think he's unemployed. He was working on the Intrepid in the museum area, but it was seasonal work. And so that ended.
Yes.
And now he's just looking for work. Every time I've talked to him, like he'll start the conversation, but then like if it's on Facebook messages, when I say, "Hey, we should get you back on the show sometime," he kind of stops responding.
You get nothing.
Why?
Yeah.
I don't.
He loved doing radio.
Yeah, I think if we got him back in here, he would have a great time. I think he's just afraid, and he doesn't know why.
All right, we got to get him back one more time. Hey,
one more time.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
just to say goodbye. Brian Plaskin. You made the finals in the most annoying 30 seconds with this. Oh, the other guy. Are we breaking his dream? You liked it? That Dave and Bobo thing?
I can't tell without listening to the rest, you know? I don't know if it's that
Don't break his dream.
Pretty
Yeah.
good. It was. Yeah.
I break his dreams.
I
break his dreams.
Oh.
Dream broken.
Goodbye, Brandon Hadaway. Goodbye.
Dream broken.
Here's Brian.
Error.
All right.
Error.
Why can't I
Error. Error.
All right.
Error.
That's funny.
That's funny and annoying.
Is it annoying?
Oh, yeah. That's fucking annoying as hell.
I'll keep that one.
Yeah, that's no breaking his dream.
These are quick. Brian Rizzo, here's his 30 seconds. He made the finals with this. I told these guys, I gave them some consulting. Don't say radio, just say radio. I tried. I told these guys, I gave them some consulting. I tried. I told these guys, I gave them some consulting. Don't say radio, just say radio. I tried. Don't say radio, just say radio. Why would you do that?
That's fucking annoying.
And funny.
What a horrid contest.
People are very creative. One more, Ant?
Yeah.
Before we get the fuck out of here?
Yeah, let it rip.
But then Coke Logic is after that. Can we end with Coke Logic?
They get addictive, right?
Yeah, they do, man. It's like potato chips. You can't stop. Charlie Roth, you made the finals with this.
Let's say hi to Bob Kelly.
I had to take my headphones off for that one.
Yes, that was good.
And finally, yes, Coke Logic, you made the finals in the most annoying 30 seconds contest, sponsored by Steven Singer.
Yes.
IHateStevenSinger.com.
Okay. Well, what are you doing? Forget. Look, 'cause you are dead. Yay. Kim Kardashian. Do it. Okay. Place in your tampon.
This is turning into the funniest 30 seconds.
That is fucking funny, man.
You don't even have to slow that down. It's obnoxious at full speed. Why did That's addicting to do.
You know what it is, because I think the last time we left it more, it was more open-ended, so you could do whatever you wanted. So I think forcing the show audio in there is making it funny.
It's beautiful. All right, so that's
Great
6.
job.
We got 19 finalists, so we'll play a lot more of these tomorrow.
And only one eliminated so far?
Yeah, the rest are pretty good. And Brandon, I feel bad. I
feel bad for David and Bobo.
That was the David and Bobo one?
That's the one you eliminated.
Yeah. I think that just missed. So we got another 13 to play tomorrow, and then we'll narrow it down. We'll pick the finalists, and then we'll give out the money from IHateStevenSinger.com.
Steven Singer got $2,000.
$2,000.
2 G's, too large.
Anthony, my friend, happy birthday.
Thank you, sir.
I didn't forget. It looks like everyone else did, but I didn't forget.
I got a great
E-Rock didn't.
nice bottle of Shiraz that I will be cracking open, care of Greg, as they say, Opie used. Thank you.
Oh.
And you know, the guy actually went to I know Ann likes straws, and I go to this, it's a pretty good wine store, and the guy shows me this bottle. He goes, to the price, this bottle.
This.
No, not the one I got you. He goes, this is it right here, and the price is beautiful on this. $39.99. I'm like, if I give this fucking guy a bottle for less than $50 after the bullshit I spew.
Yeah, because I'd have looked it up anyway, like you did with every bottle of wine.
But you said that's a good one, because
Yes.
I don't know my
Yes.
Shirazes, so enjoy that, man.
I certainly will.
And have a good birthday.
Delish Shiraz. Yeah.
And we'll
no working out today. I get to just go home, fuck off, and do nothing.
Nice.
Watch the rest of The Wire.
Oh, you get past the docks?
I'm in the docks now.
Hang in there.
Yeah, I am. I'm going to hang in there.
Hang in there.
Not as good as the first season.
I completely agree with you.
And I'm trying. I'm pushing ahead. I'm forging ahead. I heard you got to break through that one. Get to season 3, and everything's hunky dory again.
Yeah.
But season 1 was just fucking great.
Really great.
Yeah.
Just all how they
Really
talk
good.
and the codes.
Oh, I know. It's fantastic.
Just amazing.
Fucking ruthless. Them ruthless motherfuckers.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here. Nothing to listen to now, so go check out some music, and Ron and Fez will be on.
There's plenty to listen to.
What?
Yeah.
You know that. You were on the show yesterday.
I wasn't on the show.
You absolutely were.
By the way, way to be a good radio host. You fucked up my one dumb bit yesterday.
What bit? This is what Kenny told.
You got Jim Norton on. All right, we're going to get into this.
Yeah.
What? Oh, not good.
Exxon profits up 60%.
Oh.
$100 million a day they've made for 3 months. And we're paying $5 a gallon for gas.
Yeah.
Man!
Project Mayhem needs to just happen.
Yeah,
Project
it does.
Mayhem, yeah.
Fight Club, brother.
Someone blow a smiling face into the side of a building so this could just end already.
Well, so it could start. Someone's got to take the lead.
Yeah.
Talk to me about this bit.
Well, quick, because we got to get in and out of here. So,
It was my birthday.
I'm on the 10 o'clock hour from Kenny's truck. Nothing special.
It was special.
I'll be honest with you.
It's the first time your ride home's been broadcast.
And then he has Jim Norton on, and Kenny pulls up to the building. So I go, hey, Jim, what are you going to be doing for Jay Leno? You remember when I asked that?
Yeah.
Did you hear the car door slam really loud and no one fucking acknowledged? And you guys just keep talking and acknowledge that nothing happened.
No.
And then Jimmy gives the real answer.
Nobody heard any car door slam.
So you asked the question and then just slammed the door.
Yes, it was a
but nobody
a version of the hang up. And then
Oh, boy.
I scolded Kenny on the way in. I'm like, you can't help me with my one dumb bit?
Well, it's not my fault. Nobody heard it.
realize, and they just kept talking, so
See, I like what Sam's saying right here. It's not my fault.
You said
as a radio host, you're supposed to go,
everything is your
"Holy
responsibility.
shit, I think he just slammed the car door in your face, Jim Norton.
You're the commander. You have
Who's
to take
4 feet from
responsibility.
me right now?
But nobody heard you slam the car door.
You take responsibility for everything because
And
you're
look,
the host.
I just gave you a bit for the 10 o'clock hour, so now you can fucking play it and have Roland and Troy and E-Rock analyze the damn thing.
Why don't you
Let's
stick
see who's
around?
right.
Why
I'm
don't you
not
stick
sticking
around for a little bit?
Not today.
Ant, stick around?
Get the fuck out of
Little
here.
birthday show?
I'm leaving.
Oh, Jim Norton getting kicked by
Andy's
Anderson.
going to stick around.
Oh, yeah.
Anderson
No.
Silva is up on my channel.
That's a
and
good
is
one.
it on Opie and Anthony?
On the Facebook?
Opie and Anthony Facebook
Yeah.
as well? Okay,
That
it's
is
all
a
over
good
the place.
one.
Make sure you check it out because it's way more impressive than I thought it was when it first happened. So
We'll talk about me and you'll talk about it on 10 o'clock.
Nope.
Bye.
The Opie and Anthony Show on Sirius XM.